Toro, no. Not Toro, no. Bellspar. Ah. Hit her with that douche juice. I want to go lay down. I'm sitting here fucking drinking a Monster. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Fucking make it make sense. Where's all the trolls at? Come on. Y'all gonna come through tonight like you do every other night. Let's see it. Let's see it, bruh. Come on. Come on, bring that shit on. Now you got my undivided attention. Where's all the trolls at? Y'all usually get here faster than this. I usually run 2 or 3 phones at one time on 2 or 3 lives at one time. Now I get here and y'all want to hide? Pussy.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless and join our most affordable unlimited phone plan with the basics for just $60 per month.
Very strange case in this world begins with a report that doesn't match the environment around it. There's a witness, a recorder, or just a detail that shouldn't be there. And when enough of these details get reported, well, people have no choice but to take a second look. Though, even then, there's often no clear answer to them. And welcome to Scary Mysteries. Thanks for tuning in. Here are 5 freaky, unexplained mysteries.
Most abandoned mall in
Hotel
Ohio
High
you
School
can
in
still
Honolulu.
walk into.
Well, I've helped you hide for 14 years.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Pocatello High School saw something he couldn't explain.
Okay,
The
okay.
hallway was empty. The lights dim.
Damn. Just started this live. I'm waiting on my people that said they're coming from TikTok.
My voice in my head. Can me out so many times I stopped doing my dance. Now, the bro on the night, he said, not me, I won't go take it to the socks. Pointers on his Cuban and the laser on his Glock. Let the shit hit everybody, it's basically a thought. Bitches treat me like religion, she gon' pray to give me top. Eat curry, go to Jamaica, and some crop. They fill my pockets, got the beats, the way they came in with the knots. Making hurricanes and dogs, on somebody break them up. Trying to turn this bar into a plane and turn that plane into a yacht. Turn the yacht into a plane, I'm a product of the pain. I had to type the ambition, dollar to my name.
Snow Leopard, what up? Darren, what up? Thanks whoever hit the like button. I'm waiting on a couple of my friends to come over here from TikTok. I was supposed to go live at 1:30. I'm a little bit late. I didn't just get out. I've been home for a little while now. 25 months. I just became a advocate for prison reform, so I stay talking about it, and it keeps it relevant. That's why I stayed free this whole time. If I wouldn't have did that, I don't know if I would have made it this far this fast, honestly. Darren, you from the UK, or are you asking if I am? I'm from America. I'm from Northeast Ohio. I'm from Youngstown area, Warren City. But yeah, the person who asked me that, that's the best way that I can put that is I'm able to take that negative experience and turn it into something positive instead of like letting it just be a stain on my life. I'm like, you know, how could I use that to my advantage? And that's what I did. Tomorrow's mission, I'm probably gonna get up, call this place I had an interview with the other day, and I'm gonna see what they got going on, because I did that Thursday. So Friday and Monday were the only 2 days that were business days that they could have called. And I'm not, other than that, I might go to another one. Other than that, I'll be with my new baby. I just had a brand new baby. Well, I didn't have a baby, but my woman had the baby. So I'm taking care of my baby. Helping her with the baby, I should say. Yeah, most definitely use it for good. You still on probation? Yep. I had 3 years of that, and I completed it in 1 year. I mean, anybody could do it. You just gotta do it what they want you to do. You know what I mean? Don't do what you want to do. Do what they want you to do. Because for a while, I wanted to do shit that I wanted to do. I had a problem with drinking and shit, but I stopped on April 5th. I was able to get my shit together. Who knows what would have happened if I didn't, honestly. For me, drinking was fucking a problem, for real. I honestly thought I was alright, and I wasn't. I honestly thought that, like, my life was gonna be okay, because I was like, oh, I'm in control. No, I wasn't really in control. I was letting alcohol control me. I could smoke on this app. When I'm on TikTok, I gotta hide this shit. I don't know where my friends are at. They were supposed to come over here. Well, I was late. I told them meet me here at 1:30. I got on at like 1:40. They probably, and people got a short attention span. You know that. People got a very short attention span on here. I noticed that. Shrooms, bud, yeah, I smoke. Shrooms, I've done shrooms since I've been home. This is exactly how it went. The day I got out, they made me go on. The day I got out, they made me go straight to see the Suboxone doctor. The same day. I got put on those, boom. While I was there, they gave me my psych meds, whatever. Then I started wanting to smoke, right? I was like, hey, you know, I'm in Ohio. It's recreational. Can I smoke? She's like, I don't care if you smoke, but I want you to go get it through a doctor, right? I'm like, all right, I could do that. Well, being irresponsible and not giving a fuck, I just never went and got it. And I just smoked. And then she never said shit the entire year. A whole year I was on parole with that lady. She never said. She was sexy too. I told my girl, I was like, she was baddie. But she was cool as fuck. I'm not gonna say her name because she's still PO, but she's like right here. They got her office in the fucking projects, in the Highland Homes housing projects over here. That's crazy. They got a government building inside of like a bad neighborhood. bad ghetto. But yeah, I smoked. I did do mushrooms a couple times. Didn't care. I drank. But then when I went and took my screens, there was nothing in there because the alcohol was out. Shrooms don't show up in the bud. They didn't care. And the medicine that they gave me was in there, so that's all she cared about. They were looking for hard shit. Lady, I went in there stoned a few times, and she never said like, "Hey, did you go get that from your doctor?" Or none of that. She just never gave a fuck. So yeah, yeah, it is weird. No, I agree. Very weird. I don't like it. It's I'm addicted to that shit. I don't even like it. I did it while in prison too, recreationally, and then they brought it to our prison a month before I got out. Like I went 7 years in prison hiding it, playing cat and mouse with the staff. Not allowed to have it. If you get caught with it, you get in trouble. You go to the hole, you can get a ticket, give you restrictions, commissary, the phone, whatever. But when it comes to shit like that, you know, it's just how it was. They didn't want us to have it. It was illegal, and then right when I got to get out, a month before I got out, they brought it to us and put people in the MAT program, which was cool. I mean, I was happy for the next people, but it just fucked me over. That's all. Yeah, I don't even care though. I had a friend that was supposed to jump on here with me, but I don't know where they're at. Hey, you know, I think a part of me being successful as a creator on other platforms, right? This is probably my least used. Lately, it's becoming my favorite. I like this platform. I really forgot I even cared about this platform until recently. I built it up and then quit getting on here. But I think part of it is like people just may try to clown on me about my face tats. I think that grabs people's attention. And I like being different. I don't like being like everybody else. Everybody else looks normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not normal. Why is this shit froze? I'm trying to change it. My other phone just froze. Anyways, sick of knives. What's up? 6 years, 9 months is how long I did. Uh, the hell's going on with this phone? It's froze. Had to reset my other phone. Yeah, so I'm not gonna tell people to get face tattoos, right? I wouldn't suggest it because you will be judged and looked at different like I am every day, ridiculed, whatever. But like it's hard to explain. I know I'm different than a lot of people. I know for a fact that I don't classify in the same as people. And that goes for things that I went through as a kid, things that I went through in my life, then things that I went through in prison, got out, things that I've chose to do to myself and the people around me. I've never felt the same. Like I could be in a room with like 100 people and maybe feel like 3 of them could relate are like me or like I could vibe with them. So with that being said, when I chose to get all inked up, which I actually got a face tattoo before prison, and then I got more in prison, but I went into prison with one face tattoo. I think that was just me being different and standing out so that the average person could see me and be like, damn, what the fuck's up with this dude? But really at the same time, I'm thinking, why is this motherfucker so abnormal? You know, or why are they so normal? Like, I don't want to be like that. I don't like being classified like that. But it's actually working for me. I've always felt like there was something different about myself than everyone else. And then I started becoming a content creator, putting my life story on the internet, and it kept snowballing and snowballing. And I'd give like a little bit here, a little bit there. I went and did this podcast, this podcast. Each time I gave a little bit of my story, and it turned into something bigger than I thought it would have ever been across 4 platforms. So the tattoo thing, it's actually good. I don't want to be like everybody else. Why it's what's the topic right now? Really, there ain't one. I had just joined this because there's people supposed to be here, but they actually didn't show up. Yeah, C-Bear, I've been hearing that since the day I got out of prison. Damn, that's a minute. I did 18 months. Damn, yeah, 7 years. That's a bid. I did that shit. What's up, GS? 7 years, but you get through it. You know what I mean? You get through it. I think it was you being different, standing out, and accepting. You almost got me with that. Y'all hit the like, man. Appreciate you, Wyatt. Cactus something is trolling. MGK, I could never give up. Yeah, MGK, I rock with MGK. I did 26 years in prison. Did you for real? Yeah, see, and people saying what they say, they don't know. Like this, this main one over here is from my grandma. That passed away. The other one's a cover up. It's gang cover ups. I didn't want to keep that on my face for the rest of my life. I'd rather have the things that I have versus what I had on there, where for the rest of my life I would have had to rock that. I put that life behind me. Yeah, thank you for that, Wyatt. You did 19 in Florida, DOC? Yeah. No, the whole point, Cactus, of getting out, that's absolutely wrong. You're actually the problem. What's wrong with people with that mindset? If you get out of prison and you forget about that, 9 times out of 10, the cycle brings you right back. You have to use it to your power, like I did. It's called out of sight, out of mind. People get out of prison, they forget. Damn, I just did 5 years. But after 5 days, they're like seeing their friends, doing this. Now they want to get high. They have no support system. They have no mindset of wanting to do good. Before you know it, they're back in jail going, damn, how did I find myself back in here that fast? It's called out of sight, out of mind. If you never did a bid, you would never understand what I'm saying. When you're doing the time, you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, this when I get out. But once you get out and you walk out, it feels like a dream. It feels like it never even happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even do 7 years. It felt like I did 4 years. Like, time is definitely perceived differently in prison. I'm the testimony that me talking about prison every single day for 2 years has kept me free, kept me not going back to my drug of choice, kept me from not getting into trouble. And every day I get up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, spend time with my newborn baby, get her bottle, change her diapers, make sure my other 3 kids are okay. We go about our day because we're both right now waiting to go back to work, me and my girl, which has been perfect for this because we make a decent amount of money doing content. So it kind of works out. Everything that I just said, when I do all that, the first thing I think in my mind is, how can I try to help somebody today on the internet that needs my help? And it's been happening across all these apps. So when I get hater comments like that, it really just shows me that people need help. I got people constantly messaging me on Facebook saying, bro, I seen this video about this, what you and your girl would help me. Or I got a loved one in prison, I needed to learn this. Or, man, I'm going to court in a week, I think I'm going to prison, can you help me with this? But I want to start doing way more than that and doing like become like a legit LLC with advocacy. Because I could reach certain people that certain people can't. I know I can, for a fact. Everybody always talks about gangs and everything, want to talk about gangs. I'll talk about it, but it's not really my favorite part of my life. It's actually one of the things that I feel like I don't want to glorify. Hey, thank you, Callie. I think that's the same person who said that. Let me see. Yeah, it is. At least you was respectful. Most people just come in here on some childish shit talking about that. So I was GD. It's growth and development. White folks, they call it, because you got white folks, you got black folks, and you got Hispanic folks, which is La Raza, Simon City Royal, growth and development, which is Old Law Gangster Disciple. It's all falls up under the 6. That was part of my life before I went to prison, and it was kind of watered down, but I still felt like that's what I was. So when I went to prison, yeah, God bless you too, JW. When I went to prison, I let them know, hey, this is who I am and what I stand for, but maybe I could have became a little bit more what they would consider to come home and be more authentic. So then they put me on to that, sent me on a couple physical missions, and it helped me become familiar with literature. And I had to figure everything out: the creed, the 16+1, a whole bunch of different pieces, the window, the aisle, the golden rule, different things. That was part of my life though. So you asked me about it, that's why I told you. I don't really like to push that narrative though about gang life, organizational life. What the hell? Hemloid, dude, that's weird. Get the fuck out of here. Weird ass shit. Lambstone. The hell are they talking about? Shut up and freestyle. What the fuck? And this the only thing about this app is so many trolls. How do you poop in prison? Right in front of your bunkie. Or in a bathroom with like 8 or 10 other stalls right next to you. But shit, honestly, I think it's more peaceful in a dorm bathroom because you got dividers like this on each side of you. I mean, yeah, it's not peaceful because of that, but you at least have this. When you're in a cell, unless you put up a shit curtain, then you're like literally like this with your bunkie. They have to be respectful and like turn this way and be on their tablet, their phone, or they could lay down and just relax and like look at the ceiling, or you could do what most people do and put up a fucking shit curtain. Then you got some people who've been locked up so long they don't care. They'll just sit there eating a fucking bowl of food while their bunkie's taking a fucking thunder dumper. So you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things people don't think about is what you deal with in prison. Nah, Lambstone, I ain't no rapper. I ain't never even tried to be a rapper. You said I'll be in the prison, I won't go back. Yeah, prisons, man, it's a waste of time and it's just corny. What did you go to prison for? They was asking real talk. Is it that bad or is it just people waiting to get out? It depends. Everybody's prison bit's different. Like, you literally don't know. Someone just asked me earlier about Ohio prison because that's where I'm from. So they were saying about level 2 and I let them know everything I could do to help them try to prepare them, right? And then he sent me 2 galaxies, which was cool. It was on TikTok. That's like the equivalent to someone sending $10 every time. So he sent me like $20 right off the rip, which was cool. I didn't ask him to do that. People did it on here before too. But what it is he wanted knowledge from me. I would have just gave it to him for free, but he did that. So I'm like, all right. I explained to him the best that I could to prepare him for prison, you know, but like, it depends on where you're at. Every joint's different. You might have the best experience here and the worst experience here, you know? You just never know. You could, people be like, yeah, I've been to prison, and then you find out, well, where was you? And they'd be like, oh, I was in Mansfield. You could be like, damn, that's a tough joint. You was in level 3? And they'd be like, no, I mean, I was in the camp. You didn't specify. You just said you was in Mansfield. There's a level 1 and there's a level 3. Completely different prisons, but they're on the same compound. One's a level 1 camp, one's a level 3 close security, night and day. So it just depends. Everybody's situation is different. Cody, small. Hey, that's not good. I wouldn't be doing that if I was you. You're going to end up getting fired. You're talking about Cody Small. This guy cranks his hog at work on the clock. So you're projecting onto me what you do. I've learned that a lot of people who will randomly say some shit like that is because they're most likely doing it. So now you've literally let us know that that's something you've done in your life. That's crazy. That's crazy. So okay, yeah, they got a trafficking. You got a very serious gaze. Mr. Slow Leopard, I appreciate you for the sub. Thank you, man. Shit, I just hit another 100 today. That was so cool. From Los Angeles. What's up, Johnny Depp? I got, that'd have been cool if that was the real Johnny Depp, too. I got, I just hit 11,400 today. It was at 11,300 like 2 days ago. Yeah, man, time the ass out. Right. Right. 11,300 like 2 days ago. Right. Right. 11,300 like 2 days ago. Yeah, man, time the ass out. Right. Right. 11,300 like 2 days ago. 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 Right. Right. Oh, he thought I meant Lamstone. No, I ain't no rapper, for real. Sent gift. That's cool. That was the first time I think I ever got that. I seen it pop up and it went away. What is that? Real talk sent gift. So that's pretty cool. I still don't know how it works yet, but that's fire that you did that. So thank you, bro. And why I say that is there's two buttons up there. The one in the middle is donation, like money wise. Like people send $1 to $200 or some shit, which is crazy. They could send $1, $5, $10, $20. That's pretty cool. That sends to my actual balance. It's like literally like giving somebody cash. It's like a donation. That's fucking fire. But then yesterday I unlocked that part, whatever you just did, and it says 3 now, right? It's called gifts. Now I never knew YouTube did this because I've just never seen it. So I'm gonna have to look into it. Thank you so much for doing it. I don't know where it is, what it does, where it goes. I don't know nothing about it. But whatever you did, it just put a number 3 up here at the top. So they, they documented it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check that out and see what I think it's like. I think it's gifts towards your channel's algorithm, maybe, to help push your content. Either way though, it's gonna help. So the Glock Dookie. Oh man, so people take a shampoo and put piss shit and spoiled milk, and it's fucking the funky cold Medina, and they shake it up, and they wait till they got their ops come by, or CO, enemy, whoever, convict, and they spray them down. They call it shit them down. Is really what they call it. In Ohio we got the chocolate Glock, the AK Duty 7, and a 38 Special. You don't want to get hit with none of them. What if he jacks it to the scent? Tats mean I got a lot. I'm gonna have to do different. I'm gonna have to do a video and explain what all my tattoos mean. Smile on the cam. What do you mean by that? I'm gonna have to go to the bottom of these comments and tell y'all to resend them. So if you sent a comment and I missed it, please resend it because I'll just scroll way to the bottom. Does the cross mean you're demonic? It's the opposite of that. If it was upside down, then it would mean that. Dayton, you from Dayton? Okay. Shit, you know Big Dot, the rapper Big Dot? Face tattoos hurt. Only the one he was just talking about right here. Yeah, that one hurts. The rest don't hurt. Like this didn't hurt. None of this hurt. This didn't hurt. This one hurt like right here. From my grandma Ellen, right here. When they got there, it was like, shh. Shit Shanks, I've heard of it. I never seen it. I never seen it, but I heard of it, and that means they take a shank and they put fucking feces and they hope it gets you sick. I was homeless in Huntington, West Virginia, which is on the Ohio border. I got 3 numbers in Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I see you locked on Oklahoma State. Locked on. Okay. That's your number from Ohio? Yeah, that's a 618. That my cousin did a 4-year bid and he had a 6 number. I'm 701. So mine was 701 802. That was my number. So if you know, it changes every 100,000. People who know what that means. Keep doing your thing. About to start streaming too. Oh yeah, you about to start streaming? That's good. Don't even let nothing stop you. Just fucking do it. Can we see your forehead with the bangs? Hell yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Let me see. Can you have ligma? What is ligma? I got 2. How often did you have commissary? A lot. This is my hair. I don't give a fuck what no one thinks. I got a fucked up hairline and I got hat hair right now. So this is what my hair looks like. I've been thinking about like just letting it grow, but it just grows crazy. Look, I've been with the same girl 19 years. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing y'all gonna say in the chat gonna change how I feel about that either. It ain't gonna change nothing about how she feels about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to marry the girl I've been with since high school. How often did you have commissary? I had commissary all the time because I had a lot of people rocking with me in my corner, but not everybody has it like that. So you gotta be. I mean, it depends. Some people are really bad people, burn all their bridges. They go to prison. Don't nobody want to talk to them because they're a piece of shit. I was like that, but I was lucky that I had people give me a second chance. Throw up a lamb. You was just trolling me a minute ago, and now you want to try to hop on my stream. What's up with that bullshit on your face? Leave 3 cheeks. Where it is? Let me see. Trying to find a regular comment and not a miserable troll. Let me see. Let me see. Damn, it's all trolls. What's up, Brody? Hope. No, there's one. Jarrell, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. You at Peckerwood? No. Big bag. That's Ohio shit. I mean, that's West Coast shit. I'm in Ohio. I got out one day early for a 6-week class because my daughter's birthday was the day I got out. So I was supposed to get out. Hey, thank you for the part about the beard. Yeah, it took me like a year, about like 10 months to grow this. But and coconut oil helps too. Shit, I was supposed to get out on December 5th, and they said if you take this class, it's 6 weeks, you'll get out one day early. Because I had a violent crime, and I attacked 2 police officers in my room. Well, they it's a long story. I could tell it, but I mean, I'm not. The fast version is I had a serious charge with fighting 2 cops that bothered me while I was sleeping. And then I had another case, which was robbery at a gas station. So they would only allow me to get 1 good day a month. But most people get 5 good days a month. I'm like, that's crazy. Then I try to do some of the courses and they wouldn't let me, right? But because I completed a 6-week course, they let me get out 1 day early. Most people would be like, that ain't shit. Well, guess what? I got out on my daughter's birthday because of that. So that was amazing to walk out after 6 years, 9 months, and it was on my daughter's birthday. Fucking amazing. You walk into Plank. I'm a real one. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Jarrell. Okay, that's what's up. You in the 216. But I understand stream. W stream. Yeah, I have never used StreamYard like that. I've thought about it. I've thought about letting Jay Williams is my homie, and that's a famous YouTuber. I never even thought I'd be able to say that, but I'm at a point in my life where I've been definitely blessed recently. I've literally have hung out with at least 15 famous people in the last year, and it's fucking amazing. Even though I'm not there yet, like I'm still on my way. Those are all things that show me what is possible, and he uses StreamYard, and he showed me how to do it. I just never like put it to test yet. Yeah. Hey, how many of y'all know Max Streets or Block Rich Monster? Y'all fuck with them, the rappers? Let me know. Damn, I need to get some food. I don't know what to get. I'm hungry. What is he talking about? Oh, Jack Phoenix. What's good, gang? Shit, I'm chilling. What you on, cuz? What? Reno? Come live in Africa? Fuck you talking about? Shay, what they say? I see you, Shay. What'd you deleted a message? What'd they say? Oh, why'd you delete their channel? Or their thing? I know why. Why did you delete his thing? He was just asking if I needed a mod. You remind me of 1090 Jake. You didn't do shit. Damn, bro. Stay out here. Yeah, for sure. You too, bro. Hey, you timed him out? Why? What's going on, Shay? Why'd you time him out? He was just asking if he could be a mod. Last time I read the Bible, like a month. You about whatever? No, I'm not about whatever. He wanted to talk about you have no, he was asking me to be a mod. And he didn't know I had a mod because I don't. You're the only one I have. But I know him. That's what I'm saying. This is what happened with Jake the other day. He muted somebody that I talked to a lot. And I was like, why are you muting him? But that's one thing I think that sucks about people having the control to try to help you. And sometimes it's a lines get crossed. People think it's one thing and it's another because it's the second time it happened in a week. With him, he muted somebody that wasn't doing nothing wrong, and then he thought they were. And then right there, I read them. They let me open up the chat to read it, and he was asking if I need a mod or why I don't have a mod. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna try to undo it so that he's not put on timeout. Because he's one of my supporters. I don't have like a lot of I have more trolls than anything on here. So anybody who's normal like he is, I don't want him on timeout. You didn't do that shit? What are you talking about? Yeah, there's Serranos in Ohio. Facts. Yeah, we got a really big Hispanic gang up here called Nietas in Youngstown. Yeah, I already did my parole. I had 3 years, but I completed it in 1 year. Shay, good job, Jarrell. No, I honestly didn't want him muted. I'm not mad or nothing, but I just don't know why you muted him because he didn't say or do nothing wrong, and now it's not showing his comments, and he does support me every day. So he probably feels like he got punished for something, and he didn't do nothing. See, all these other people are trolling me. He comes in here every day and talks to me. These trolls out of control. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, Dro. I just got to that comment. The people that don't troll me, I cherish that. So for him to not be able to say nothing, and I don't know why. I have one mod on here. I think I have two, which is Chief in Session and Shay. It says she muted him, but I don't know why. Look, somebody's talking shit to him now. It is kids. And some of them are grown-ass adults, which is even worse. Fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, Post Malone does look kind of like me. I already know. He kind of looks like me a little bit. Let me see. This is... This is funny, reading all this. I'm trying to find... Yeah, that's why I was saying I really don't need moderators. Someone said that's why I don't have moderators. Honestly, I don't know why I have them because I could do the same things. I don't have big enough channels, but I fuck with the people who I've made mods, which is her on this channel, her and Chief in Session on TikTok. I got like 5 or 7, but I don't get big enough streams to where I actually need it. And then the last couple times I had things happen that I didn't want to happen. Like example, last week I was on live and I hopped on and I wasn't going to have nobody come on in the box at all. I was just going to leave it when I decided to do it. And then all of a sudden I had somebody pop on the box. Well, that was my buddy Jake doing it. But he did it without asking me. He just, somebody sent, I think he probably felt like he wanted a job to do, you know, as my mod. Like, so somebody sent me a request to jump in the box. I didn't accept it because I wanted to keep running by myself. And then all of a sudden, this dude just starts talking on my stream. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm like, how'd you get in my live? And he's like, you accepted me. And then my dude Jake was like, no, I accepted him. So that was one moment I realized, like, sometimes people ain't on the same page. He pretty much accepted this person without knowing if I wanted him. Another time, Jake muted somebody that I've been engaging with on here for like maybe 8 months to a year. He never did nothing to me. He just, for whatever reason that day, they got to arguing and Jake muted him. So I'm like, damn, this dude's been supporting me. Then just now, that other dude asked if I needed a mod, and then my mod muted him. Which I still don't know why, Shay, we did that, because, or why you did that, because I didn't see him say nothing ignorant or nothing. But he been coming in here supporting me for like the last couple weeks. He comes in and checks on me, asks me what I'm doing and shit. So sometimes having a mods become more of a headache than anything. Not always, but some people need them. Big channels need them big time, but like, I don't know if I even need mods to, you know what I'm saying? It seems like they do sometimes do things without being on the same page. I noticed that. Close your fridge, bro. No, I'm fucking stoned, so I'm sitting there deciding what food I want to eat. Damn, I'm way behind on these comments again. I don't want to go all the way to the bottom, but I gotta get down there. Let me see. See, that makes sense, Shay. I just saw that you deleted that. That makes sense. Somebody's being a troll, made a fake account, but it's crazy because people are gonna do shit. You know, that right there, I can understand. You know, but I also feel like I'm kind of trying to get my engagement. You know what I'm saying, up. So I know that one though makes sense. Like something like that, I would expect somebody to do that. But I feel like one day I'll be at the point where I really need a bunch of trolls or a bunch of mods because I got so many people trolling me and shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're at that point. Right now, I'm kind of in between where I kind of like the trolls because they push my channel. You know what I mean? But you're like the 13th person that's made a fake account, so I appreciate you for reminding me I'm doing what I need to be doing. Yeah, I know you muted some. I'm not trolling. Warren County Jail? No, that's where I was in Lebanon in Warren County, but no. Galaxy Girl. Shout out Galaxy Girl 42. She said, I never know when people were trolling me. They said, please give me a shout out. It's my first time on YouTube. Galaxy Girl 42 saying it's her first time on YouTube. Shout out to you if you're not trolling me. Can you live in my refrigerator? There is no room for you to live in my refrigerator, but if you could, maybe. You could live in her garage. You remind me of my baby daddy. Oh, for real. Real talk with Cash. Was you the one that said something about your channel or your content, why you don't have mods? What you talking on? Cigarette. Can I get that short? What are you talking about? Trolls could get your live taken down if they have a reason. You gotta watch what you say and do. Okay, you didn't know Shay. I just seen your comment. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's not bad. Maybe I read the one message. He was saying if you ever need a mod, like he was saying, do you need a mod? And that was before you commented, which he wouldn't have seen it with the wrench, so he wouldn't even have known that I had a mod. So, yeah, you get paid one way or the other. You're usually one of my biggest trolls, Big Daddy. See what I'm saying? He be trying to blend his way in there. Big Daddy Rod, you get paid one way or the other. That's big facts, but usually, I guess you're talking about yourself right there. Wyatt's 45, I was just being nice. Yeah, I didn't know what happened. I was trying to ask her, time me out. And I was just being nice. Right, I got it figured out. I didn't know what was going on exactly. But I appreciate you for, it was just a misunderstanding, bro. What'd you say, Alex? Just got here, hearing about you going to jail and how now having to deal with trolls. Hope your life's better. Yeah, it's better. Thank you, Alex. It is better. It really is. My life got a lot better. I'm to the point now where I have thicker skin because of this shit. Nice try, Darth Anakin. All right, I'm gonna go to the bottom again, y'all. So if you sent something and I missed it, you gotta resend it because now if I do this, oh, I guess not. Never mind. So your skin is thin. Wow, wrong. I just said my skin is thick. I have thick skin. Come hither. I gotta look into that. What that gift thing was that they sent me earlier. That's the first time someone's ever done it. It popped up 3 100s. It said 100, 100, 100. Yeah, Musty. I definitely, I appreciate you. Tonight, you get our #1 spot for most miserable troll, but you're doing really good. And you're supporting my channel. And I'm not mad at you because I've been doing this for almost 2 years and you're probably like the 13th person to do this. So you're actually really far behind. That makes me feel kind of bad for you, to be honest. Now, had you been like the first one, you might have got like a reaction out of me. But you're not. So you're actually helping me out. Oh yeah, I got it, Shay. You good. It unmuted him. He's already commented, so you're good. Yeah, everybody's upstairs, so it does smell like cigarettes. You're right. I wouldn't normally be smoking right here. I'd be on the side porch. Hey, whatever that was, thank you. Damn, it just took it from 3 to 13. Tony sent happy poop. What the fuck? Hey, Tony, thank you, bro. I still don't even know what the gifts is. Can you explain to me? Now, I know how it works on TikTok. The gifts are like points that equal out into money. But I don't understand. I sent your first gifts then. Yeah, the 3. Was that you that sent those earlier, the 3? And now it went to 13. Now it went to 18. But how does it work? Like, look, somebody sent me a donation of actual money in the middle part. And I'm like, holy shit, I seen it up there. I didn't know what it was. A couple days later, it registered. And now it's saying I got $119 on my YouTube coming on January 25th, right? So, thank you, Tony. And real talk. So it went from $0 being monetized to 119. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So people actually sent money from their account straight to my live session. But now it's giving me the option to get gifts. I just don't know what that is. Is it like just towards the algorithm, or is it another version of money or something? I don't know. It's cool either way though. Thank you. I remind you of your homie Lefty? No, you remind me of my homie Righty. Righty Tighty. No, I'm just kidding. That was corny. Who's Lefty? Yeah, Drexel, ain't that fucking crazy, bro? I just sit here and take this shit like they come in here fucking with me the whole time. I don't even know why. Yeah, I'm back, but thanks. No problem. Drexel, Wyatt, everybody rocking with us. I usually work at a factory, but right now I'm waiting to go back to work. I've worked for some construction shit too. Why would you be mad? Alright, you're a pussy. Right. Cool. If you said it, it gotta be true, right? Even though I got many proof, paperwork, and word of mouth that would say otherwise. But you said it, right? You're a troll on the internet. You can ask anybody in my city and they'd say otherwise. But if you said it, it gotta be true, right? What the troll said, right? That I'm a pussy, so okay. It's Musty is everybody go follow It's Musty in the chat. They made a profile about me. They put my face on there. Obviously they know, they see what works on the internet. They see I got a good looking face. Even with, you know, the way I look, it's very catchy, it's working. So now they see, damn, maybe I should do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go subscribe to them so that they could start their little channel up. I got an 1800 Civil War look. Damn. That's crazy. Tony sent a gift. I really got to look into that and figure out where that shit's going. Someone sent their Cash App in the chat. What the fuck? I don't even put my own Cash App in the chat. That's crazy. Yeah, so I was subscribed. I was sentenced to 3 years parole because in Ohio you get sentenced to whatever, 1, 3, or 5. They put me right in the middle, but you get a yearly review. So every year you get a review. So if let's say you got the 3 or the 5, because if you got the 1, then you're gonna be done at 1. But if you get the 3 or the 5, how it works is at the end of every 306, from exactly 365 to the day you got out. So for me, on my daughter's birthday, December 4th of 24, 1 year later, they do a review. And when they do that review, they go, okay, how many drug tests did he pass? 12? Okay, cool. Did he encounter the cops? No. Did he keep a job for the whole 12 months? Yes. Okay, cool. That's when she called me and was like, hey, you did everything I asked you. You kept the job. You didn't go to jail, and you haven't failed drug screens. I'm going to go ahead and just terminate your last 2 years. But she didn't have to do that. She could have said, you're doing good, but I'll see you next year. Just run 1 more year like that, and I'll terminate the last year. That would have fucking sucked, because they could do that. But, no, she did that shit for me, so. Damn, the gifts are at 83 now. Every dark, a knocking, sent, floating heart. I thought they was just fucking trolling me. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you if you was and you did that. Sometimes the trolls be flipping on me. They'll go from being mean to being nice. It sounds like it does work the same as TikTok. I'm guessing it's just sitting in my YouTube studio and it adds towards my monthly payout, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, they do? They transfer the money, bro, along with the super chats. And it helps grow the channel. That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, I'm going to imagine, and it's got to have something to do with the algorithm. So that's cool. Thank you. And you get none. What's that supposed to mean? I got an idea of who that is, but I'm not going to say it right now. Hey, one thing being a content creator will do is it makes people that you know, it makes them hate you secretly. And it's so fucked up because it could be like your neighbor, your best friend, your own family. Thank you, Shay. I see you sent a gift too. like around 2000. What do you mean so thirsty with the tattoos? I don't know what they meant by that. Your channel's not monetized yet. It's a few things you gotta go through to get to it. It's a certain amount of points that you gotta get to. Watch hours and shit. I'm gonna check you out. Real Talk with Cash. I got you as the #1 top fan for engagement. That's cool. Lefty Lucy, because I said righty tighty. Yeah, Lefty's a rapper. Yeah, I know. Lefty Gunplay. No, the face tats really don't hurt all like that. Yeah, that's your favorite rapper, Glizzy. You hang out with that rapper every night. That's fucked up. Started getting very popular. 2015 started getting popular. I know you muted him. You're good, Shay. And thanks for sending that. What I was about to say is everybody, you never know, right? Who the fuck it is that are doing this, like trolling you, or even like the fake account shit, right? It could be your own family members. It could be your best friend. It could be somebody you talk to on a daily and they call you your brother and this and that. You guys are homies, but little do you know they are fucking sneak dissing and hating on you for doing this shit, for getting on social media, for having thousands of people wanting to watch you and engage with you, and you're making money and this and that, and they're sitting back like not happy for you. So instead of them being like, man, that's so cool that somebody I know became a semi-successful content creator, and then they'll go as far as trolling you, making fake accounts, and then they'll smile in your face and shake your hand the next time you see them, and you never know. It's that, and I know that for a fact, because I'm not going to say who, because I love this individual very much, and I'm not going to say who it is because I love them to the moon and back. But I had, and I mean, I'm serious when I say that, I had somebody make a fake account, but they didn't realize that it had a timestamp on there connected to something with their account, and they didn't know because they used, it's kind of funny, they used the AI thing, but they had to use their real information to create the AI thing, right? So when they made the fake content about me, holy shit, it's at 113 on the gift thing. It went way up there. And I had to scroll to the bottom again, y'all, so I'm missing comments. Hey, thank you, Hecko Rain. They just gave me a $2 tip. Thank you. I'm going to like it and pin it if it lets me. Try to pin that if it lets you. It ain't letting me. Shit. That was cool. I appreciate you. That shit adds up to like my monthly thing. This individual, right, they trolled me. They made this fucking weird video. It was like a weird looking version of me with like fart bubbles coming out and all this crazy shit. And I look real close, so I zoom in and I'm like, oh, and it was somebody very close to me, a family member that I love dearly, that for whatever reason they was mad at me and not happy for me, I guess, right? And yeah, thank you. That's cool that you are like thanking them for me. That's cool. Like a community type thing, right? But you guys following what I'm saying? They fucking didn't know that I would ever know because they didn't know it was gonna have their little tag. And I mean, it was tiny. I barely seen it. I had to zoom in. But the AI account they used showed their real name, and I knew the real name that they use on social media. So they fucked up. They accidentally left a digital footprint at the crime scene is what it is. They left breadcrumbs. I showed my girl and I was very disappointed. I said, look who has been trolling me and making these fake accounts. And I showed her. Her face damn near turned fucking pale. And then I had to confront the individual and tell them, and I still love you, bud. If you're seeing this, if you're hearing this, or if you know, or maybe it's you trolling me again, I really hope it's not making it fake accounts. But even if it is, I still love you the same. I'm not mad at you, and I hope you stop looking at things the way you do. It doesn't gotta be like that forever. Oh my God, I just spilled this all over. I'm gonna mix, I got a whole case of these right here, right? Which is pretty cool. Let me see. They fucked all the way. Yeah, they didn't know I was gonna know that. They didn't know I was gonna see that shit though, but I did. Hell yeah, it got 4 likes too. People seeing it and liking it. Hecko, you got Roblox. I want to add. No, I don't got Roblox. I never use Roblox. I've thought about it. Thank you for that, for the gifts. Everybody seen that? No. What you mean no? Why you put no? Hecko, no problem. But why? Does everybody playing some stuff? Be honest. What you mean be honest? So I've never used Roblox, but I do got a game system, and I've been thinking about streaming video games. I've been thinking about playing. Mac Miller. A lot of people say I look like Mac Miller. Oh, there's another $2 got sent. It's at $4 now. Let's go. Turn up, sir. Yeah, thank you, So Thirsty. It was actually not my friend. It was a family member very close to me. Blood family member. Somebody very, very close to me that I was very disappointed to see they were doing it. But I wasn't mad at them, but damn, thank you. More than $2 again. $6 they sent me. That shit adds up too. Don't do Roblox or whatever it's called, man. Apparently, it's a kid's game. Girl. Yeah, I know. I agree. I don't do it either. I don't like the fact that my kids even had it. Kind of lost. You think I seem kind of lost? I did 6 years, 9 months. It was for assault on a police officer and robbery because I was not making good choices at the time. Partying a lot and doing drugs, and I wasn't in recovery, and there was things that led to other things that my choices took me down that path. And yeah, I ended up doing some shit one night, and then I beat up 2 cops. It sounds crazy to say that, but I did. I beat the shit out of 2 cops. It was in my own room, so they gave me, they were kind of lenient for real. They could have probably killed me. YouTube, this for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, they probably could have really unalived me in my room that night because they're fucking cops, you know what I'm saying? And because I was attacking them and beating their ass, flipping them around, breaking shit, we trashed my whole house pretty much. They couldn't get me under control because they was trying, but I was just bugged out of my mind. I was not in the right state of mind, and it gave me like superhuman strength. My girl said my eyes turned completely black. I think I had like a fucking demon or a spirit in me, to be honest. That's just my guess. I don't know. Hecko, why you play Roblox, you said? Jelly bean. Yeah, the Roblox thing, I don't really like the fact that my kids have played it before. Answer my question I asked you earlier. Do you live in the Midwest? Yeah, I do. I live in the Midwest. I hope you're not broke. Yeah, I ain't got like a lot of money. I make money off of social media. And I'm waiting to go back to work right now. Me and my girl are both waiting to go back to work because she's on work leave and I work with her. Well, I have a possibility to work with her. I got hired at her job, but I haven't started yet because she hasn't went back to go talk to HR. But before that, I've worked for 18 out of 25 months that I've been home, but recently ran into issues with my car. And my job's 25 minutes away. So I was driving 25 minutes there and back with no license and sharing one vehicle with my girl. That's been pretty stressful. Now, if they hire me like they did, like I took a piss test, I filled the paperwork out at her job, and they said, all right, cool, you start tomorrow on midnights. I said, oh, I thought I was starting on my girl shift so we could ride together. They're like, oh, we fucked up, okay. That was a mistake. We thought you wanted midnights. And then that was it. They never called back. So in the meantime, I went to a different job down the street over here. I got an interview on Thursday. So on Thursday, I got the interview. They never called Friday. They never called Monday. But this girl I know who got a job there, they took them like 4 days to call. So that means technically they could call me by tomorrow or the next day. Just an idea. I don't know if it's going to work or what. I respect your honesty, how you're changing. Thank you. Jake, yeah, I don't have no filter. I just tell it how it is. If I offend people, if they don't like what I say, I just don't. Okay, I don't know. I just deal with it. Tough guy. Ha, dramatic Jesus. Dramatic Jesus. Look. Oh yeah, I'm like the Irish Jesus. My last name is McCombs. They said that's my main heritage is Irish. But yeah, I do smoke, bud. It's this thing in my family where everybody argues if we're Irish or Scottish. Nobody knows. Why did you beat up cops? It ain't like I'm bragging about it. I don't really like the idea that happened. I was in my bed sleeping, minding my own business, and these two cops barged in my house. I had a warrant, and they were coming. The cops got called, and they were coming to get me. And my girl told them, "Hey, he has mental health, sleep issues, night terrors, and he's been drinking. Don't go in there." And it's 1,000% documented that I have severe PTSD and night terrors. And if you don't believe me, I even got 3 videos that went viral on the internet, which is me having full-blown night terrors. Scary. Fucking scary watching myself do that. They were on my like this. See how I got security camera? Right? There goes one. There goes one. There goes a third one. Well, I got 11 of them total, inside and outside. So no matter where you're at, anywhere near my property, you're on camera. You could be in my neighbor's yard on any side, you're on camera. You could be in the street, you're on camera. There's not a single space in my house that's not recorded 24/7 on camera. That goes for the basement, the attic, the upstairs, the downstairs. Well, anyways, because of that, 3 of my night terrors that I had were on camera. Because my girl the next day was like, "Hey, I could go back and grab that camera footage." I'm like, that's true. So we put that shit on the internet. It went viral. That's the type of shit I'm used to dealing with. Well, when my girl tried telling them, "Hey, don't go in there and bother him, I'll wake him up," they were like, "Oh, fuck that." They barged past her and grabbed me by the back of the neck and tried to snatch me out of my bed. Well, I didn't handle that very well. I'm laying there sleeping peacefully, and now I got somebody snatching me by the back of my neck on some aggressive shit. I came up with an elbow, boom, like this. And then dude stumbled back and was like, "He hit me." And the other guy charged me. He tried to charge me while this dude was choking me. And I kicked this dude like a fucking frontward Sparta kick. Knocked him in the fucking garbage can. And then I flipped this guy over me from my neck. Somehow I went like this. Boom. Hip tossed him and booted him in the face like a soccer kick. It was fucking insane. Even telling that story makes my adrenaline start rushing and shit. It was scary. I thought they were going to kill me. Like a genuine person. Thank you. Thank you. I try to be. Like, I'm really just trying to be myself. That's why I wanted to try to be as open as I could with my community so that anybody that wants to watch me can relate. Maybe they could relate to me. Hey, what's up, Loyalty? I see you in here. I don't like people who who try to be like a different version online. That shit's corny. I don't ever want to be like that, you know what I mean? I'm the type, if you don't like me for me, then just keep it pushing. Congrats on not going back to your lower self. It's too easy, right? 2 years I've been home. I ain't never going back. That's not true. I've had 3 jobs in 25 months that I've been home, and they were all good jobs. So you're actually wrong about not having a good job till you know. The one job I had was the second best job in Trumbull County, I think. Literally. Like, there's only one better paying job above the job that I had. And I would say out of the 3 jobs there are in Ohio, in my area, that are the 3 best, one I had already, one my girl works at now, and they already hired me there, meaning they saw me in person with tattoos like this and then hired me. But like I said earlier, it was a discrepancy with them thinking I wanted midnights, and I never said that. The lady who was hiring me accidentally wrote down midnights. So you saying I'll never get a good job is actually like opposite and inaccurate. But you get an A for effort for trying. An A for effort for trying doesn't mean you was right though. So it's completely different. Give me a piercing? Echo? Rain? Damn, what kind of piercing? But your ass had a warrant, so I don't know what you expected. You know what's crazy? That's not accurate to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to aggressively grab somebody from their neck. Even the lawyer, even the prosecutors in them said that they did it wrong. They watched the body cam footage. Once they were notified that I was in a C1 mental health caseload with night terrors issues, mental health issues, and I was drinking, right there they were supposed to be more professional. They were supposed to walk in, announce themselves, and try to go from there. But they never did none of that. They never announced themselves. They just walked straight in my room, snatched me by the back of my neck, and then started saying, "You're under arrest, don't move." That's not how you do that, especially when the family member's telling you, "Don't do that, I'll wake him up." She actually never even let him in the house. They just walked in the house, which was strike number 1. You have to be let inside of a house. But on body cam, they don't do any of that. She opens the door, they just walk right past her. "Where's he at?" "He's going to jail." And she's like, no, don't go back there. Don't go back there. So the whole time, she's purposely going out of her way to try to stop them from going in the back room. They continually go in the back room. They were never welcome in the home, never given permission to walk in the home. So there was actually a lot of red flags, and it's not professional to do that. You need to, they're supposed to like step back from you and say, "Hey, get up, put some clothes on, you're going to jail." You don't just go in someone's home, put your hand on them and grab them. If I would have leaned over and fucking grabbed something and fucking came up with it thinking I was protecting my house, then who would have been wrong then? Imagine you're laying in your bed minding your own business, and now you don't know who it is that's waking you up like that. You have no fucking clue who it is. Dealing? No. Misdemeanor warrant. Matter of fact, that same night, they see me and didn't even take me to jail for that same warrant. But me and my girl got to arguing, and then the cops got called, and then dude came back. The same cop came back. Hey, Sacra Pro, you hating. You're mad. You're mad, bro. You're one of the ones that are mad that people like me are doing good on the internet because you don't want to see it. You're mad. You're mad. It's musty. Hold on, I'm trying to see. They keep changing this picture somehow. But when you click it, hold on. Oh shit, I think they fucked up and accidentally put a photo. Yep, I can screenshot this. When you click on it and go to it, it shows a different profile pic than the one that's up. Guarantee that's the real person of who it is. All I gotta do is zoom in because it's small, but I had to screenshot it. That's like I said, they're always leaving paper trails on accident. So since it's showing a photo here, but then a different photo when you click it, I guarantee that's the real person. from one of their old accounts, and it's glitching somehow. So now I'm gonna see if I recognize this person. John Cena passed away? Nuh-uh. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this is Sparta. That's what it felt like, for real. But I don't want to do that, you know what I mean? Don't depend on stupid trends and things to give you comfort. What do you mean by that? So thirsty, don't depend on stupid trends and things to give you comfort. Trends don't give me comfort. Get rid of these clowns. Superficial. I think I gotta scroll back down. I'm missing a bunch of shit. Cena's not dead. No, they're trolling. Bet you're not doing it. No, doing what? Sacro, you're definitely probably getting the number 2 spot for trolls on here. Let me see. What were they paying you? Where? What do you mean? At my last job? 20. You started out at 21 or something, but you make your way up to like $30 an hour. Shit, my girl makes 27 an hour or something like that. At her job. And I think it's more when she's doing overtime. Hey, it's Musty. You should go back to the other photo that was up there. Yeah. Now you got that photo, and that's not nowhere near as cool. Yeah. No, the real story is actually in the paperwork, and you can see there wasn't a warrant. They can't bust in your house for a fucking petty warrant. That's not how that works. They can come to your home and knock on the door, and then that person is allowed to say if you can or can't come in. They were on body cam doing none of that, walking straight past the person who answered the door and coming straight into my house. It sounds like you don't know the law. The law is if you have an actual warrant, like a felony warrant, they could kick your fucking door off the hinges. That's not what this was. This was a misdemeanor warrant. So there's a lot of reasons that shit did not have to go like that. Right. Miss HRS. Exactly. If they come to her, she shouldn't have opened the door, but she didn't know that. That person was right about that. It would get tossed out. It should have got tossed out, but it didn't because of what I did. They was seriously pissed about that, and they were on that shit. It's all documented. My house got raided, and they asked me to get up out of my bed while I was asleep. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would think that's what they would do. But me and her were arguing that night, so the cops came back. So, like, the cops came back because we had a domestic prior. But they took so long that I actually fell asleep. The first cop that was going to take me to jail from the... See, there's an entire fucking story behind this. Like, but I can't tell the whole story because it'll be 20 fucking minutes. Just know that the first time I encountered the cops, he was going to take me to jail, but he had more important shit because he's like, hey, you got a bench warrant. It's petty. I'm going to take you home, but this is your new court date. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom. Takes me home. I see Monique. I go in. We get to arguing because I got robbed that night. So she's already pissed because I already done got robbed for my medicine and my money. I had $20 and one medicine because the people who robbed me were polite when they did it, so they left me with something, and that was crazy. But that's how I knew who did it, because I'm like, that's how I knew it was my mom's friend, like I suspected. But what's crazy, when I got back home and we argued, and then we had this, I fell asleep, and then she went through my phone, found shit in my phone, wasn't happy about it, started punching me in the face. I jumped out of the bed. I grabbed her by her neck, slammed her against the wall. That wasn't cool, but it definitely happened. I had a fucking black eye from her doing that. I laid down, went back to sleep. Not cool. That part's not cool, but it happened. Then, like 20 fucking minutes later, the cops show up. But when they show up, I'd already fell back asleep. Like, we already done had our whole domestic, everything. She calmed down. I'm back in sleep in the bed. She don't even give a fuck about it. She's thinking we'll just talk about it in the morning. But she was upset what she seen in my phone from this girl and shit messaging me. So at this point, the cops come. When they come, they said, we were here earlier. I know he got a warrant. I tried to let it slide, but now I'm getting a phone call from the neighbors saying, you guys are having a domestic. Where's he at? He's going to jail. And that's when she's like, no, don't go back there. Leave him alone. That, this, and that. And they didn't listen. They didn't listen. They just did it anyways. That's like the super, super short version of that story. But there's a whole fucking like bunch of details that are just crazy. That exact story got me a spot on Get a Grip podcast. Because they wanted me to, and see, Sack, bro, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I didn't have no felonies back then. I was allowed to own weapons. You see what I'm talking about? You just wake up completely wrong. Like, you just climbed out of bed, yawned, stretched, and was like, I'm going to be a troll today. I'm going to write a bunch of shit in somebody's comments for no reason. And none of it's going to be accurate. Because back then, I was allowed to own guns. I don't now because I'm not allowed now. But back then, when that happened, there was nothing saying that I couldn't own anything. So, like I said, you're wrong. Hey, Sacro's pissed right now. They're like, fuck, I was wrong again. Yeah. You're right. Let me see. Hold on. Right. Yep. Right. Oh, okay, cool. What are your pronouns? Mine are fuck you. Yep. Hey, please keep spamming my chat. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, please. You're doing great. You guys are all doing really good. Yeah, I don't know. People just come in here trolling. I don't have that type of energy. I don't treat people like that, but I'm a good dad is what I am. I'm a father. I just had my fourth baby. She's like 15, 16 days old. She's the most perfect thing that could have happened at this point in my life right now. Shit, we're blessed right now. We got a whole kitchen full of food. We don't even got room to put all this food because they blessed us. Because we just had my baby, and because of us having our fourth baby, they came and gave my girl $1,200 food stamps that we never had. We've never been eligible for the last 2 years that I've been home because we worked, and they said that we weren't eligible, which we always wanted food stamps because who don't? It's like free food. But we would try to apply, and they'd say, well, you guys got jobs, so you guys are not entitled. Food stamps are for people that don't got jobs. So we're like, well, that kind of sucks. Well, then, now that she just had the baby, they gave her, look, I'm going to show you guys. This is fucking crazy. There's a stack of some stuff right here. There's some stuff. This is all really good stuff. These are all Monsters, Yoo-Hoos, different drinks, all drinks and chips. This is like fucking amazing. Yeah. So because of that is what I'm saying. And we don't even have no fucking room to like put the shit anywhere. Look, Lonnie's, because my kids are obsessed with these. These are really fucking good. So, yeah. Now we got a whole bunch of good food for our kids, but we got 4 kids total. One of them's been my son. I really want my son to come home, but he been like wanting to stay at his grandma's for like the last 2 months. Something, maybe even longer. My 3 daughters are here. My other 2 daughters are about to turn 13, and the other one just turned 11. So just might as well say 11 and 13. And then we just have a newborn, and she's here. And she's the best thing that ever could have happened to me. Like, seriously, it makes me want to like tear up thinking about how amazing it is that we just created another human being. This is hers. Her little pack and play. This is hers. We're just grateful we have a house, even though we don't have a lot of room. Like, I got my workout equipment in here with my t-shirt press for my fucking merchandise and shit. With my man cave. All in the same room. My ring light, my game systems, and my microphones, and my podcast equipment, and everywhere I stream and shit, it's all right here. So when everybody's always trolling me and shit, this is why I don't care. I'm happy. We have everything that we could have ever wanted and needed in life. We're doing okay for living in the projects at one time, living in trailer park another time, and living with my mom and dad to her mom and dad. We went through the entire process. We got together when we were teenagers. We were 16 and 14 when we met. Stayed together that entire time. To where my girl's dad took me in to her family and wanted me to like move in because he was trying to save me. He was trying to put me on a better path. He seen what I was into. I was into some serious shit that most 16-year-old kids ain't into, and I was into shit that I shouldn't have been. So he tried to save my life. It's crazy thinking back on it, but like he gave me a different chance to like make good choices, and I tried to move in, and then I fell in love with his daughter, and then all this time later, we went from living with her parents to my parents to living in government housing projects for 3 years, and then we got all strung out and not did good for a long time. We weren't doing good. Then we bought a trailer, and then that's where I went to prison from living in that trailer. So the people who came in here and said, why is everybody being so mean? I don't know. They just don't like me. Yeah, loyalty, Shay. Reagan. Thank you, Reagan. Yo ma wonder. Wait, yo ma wonder. Yup, thank you. I see you too. Poo poo head. We went from the positive comments to poo poo head. Yep. Interview tomorrow. What do you mean? What part? What I was talking about earlier, or you want to do an interview? I have a job. When I had my baby, I had a job. Probably longer than you've had your job right now. Where you work at? Pro something. You literally got a YouTube name that doesn't even make sense. Where do you work at? You got a photo of some random black dude holding his hands up. I can't tell because it's tiny. You said having a baby when you need a job. I had a job when I had my baby. Sometimes life happens and you can't have the same things keep happening. Life is all about evolving. For whatever reason, some things happen that lead to other things that lead to other things. And at that exact moment, there was no way I could get back and forward 30 minutes away. Why though? 369 said, I hope you go back to prison one day. I hope the negativity it took for you to type that finds you by tomorrow. Not coming from me, the universe. It takes a lot of hate and negative, bad thoughts to take the time to comment something like that to somebody. So to all the people who are being mean to me and commenting ignorant stuff, I hope it comes back and finds you tonight, tomorrow, the next day. To all the people who ain't doing that, Loyalty Shay, probably 3 or 4 other people. I think Jake might be one of them, not being ignorant. There was a couple of my everyday regulars. I hope those people have good things happen to them, because life is all about what you put into it. It's you put in good, you get good back. I've been putting in good for 2 years since I've been home. We've accumulated over 90,000 followers in our Freedom Visionaries community across Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. By next month, I might be able to say we've reached 100,000 combined. And it's been fun. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to spread light. I'm all about spreading light. I had some drama with some other creators. I'm trying to end that. I don't even want to keep that going. All it does is it damages me. The more negativity I put, I'm damaging myself. Yeah, they're haters. Because you have a family trying other women? What are you talking about, trying other women? Johnny Boy, where you from? I'm from Warren City, which is Youngstown, Ohio. You likely will be. I would have to do something illegal to be back in prison. Why though? When you're saying why though, even just a name like that sounds like you just created this account just to troll. You will find yourself in a situation and you're going to sit back and be like, damn, this is from that dude saying what he said. Because I think bad's going to find you. If it hasn't already, you're going to wake up, stub your toe, go to get in the car. You're going to have a flat tire if you even own a car. You're going to get out the car and step in a pile of dog shit. Your girlfriend or boyfriend, if you have one, is going to tell you that they don't want to be with you no more. You're going to have a whole bunch of bad shit start happening to you because you're putting bad into the world. But if you're the type of person taking the time to comment negative on people, I very highly doubt you don't even got a significant other. That's probably a side effect of why you're doing it in the first place. Yeah. That's why people don't like you. Cheater. I'm not a cheater. You're just taking what you heard earlier and thinking you know what you're talking about. During that time, she had a whole boyfriend, and I had like 3 girls that I hung out with. We weren't together. We lived in the same house. She would tell you right now on this exact live, if I went and asked her to, she's sleeping. She said it on live on other times. We were not together in 2016 when that shit happened. We were living together. We were on our 10th year, and we were on a separation. And I had 3 different females that I hung out with from time to time, like rotated, which was fucked up. But she had a boyfriend. His name was Daniel. And he knows, I know about him and he knows about me. We went to school together back in the day, but this was way back before. I didn't even talk to the dude for like 15 years. And then one day I got a message saying, "You're her baby daddy." And I said, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "I didn't know who you were and who her dude was." And she had no way of knowing that I even knew this dude. But ironically, they met on Facebook. And what's crazy is he lived 30 minutes away from us, and they still met, and they started dating. So The night she punched me for going through my phone and finding what she found was just strictly out of anger. It was just strictly out of jealousy. Even though we had rules that we were living together and we were going to see other people because things didn't seem like it was working out, she still couldn't fight her carnal nature of letting herself feel upset to see this girl back to back texting me, telling me to come meet her at Faces Lounge. Where you at? I can't find you. Where'd you go? The crowd's too big. I can't find you. Shit like that. And when she realized who it was, which was a girl who a bunch of people in our city was really wishes they could have messaging them, because she was like kind of like a baddie for real, and everybody, and she really wasn't like that. The chick was like kind of like this cheerleader chick. She wasn't even really my type. I never really liked girls like that. But at this exact time, yeah, I was talking to her and shit. And once she seen who it was, I think she felt like, I wouldn't say mad or threatened, because she knows nobody's ever going to take her place. But I think she felt like damn, it's not just some stupid dumb bitch. It's the same chick that everybody's like thirst trapping over on the internet was chasing me. And it like bothered her. It got to her, and then she punched on me. Yep. She went to like college and all type of shit. Not the average type of chick I would date. I'm used to dating like some kind of different females. We'll just put it that way. My bad, y'all. It's just weather got my got my chest all fucked up, got my nose all fucked up. Smoking don't help. Oh, I do that. I pays 24/7. At Loyalty, don't I do that no matter what? That's what I do. I walk around my house, especially if everybody's upstairs. Nobody's down here. I sat in prison for 7 years, pacing in cells. I used to do this in the cell for the entire day. I would just pace back and forth. That's what I do. If it bothers you, just keep scrolling. You ain't got to stay. I don't sit still. I got a chemical imbalance in my brain. I got to take medications and everything for it. I'm different than you. Probably different than most of y'all. Like out of the 32 people who are in here, there's probably like 3 to 5 people that can relate to what I'm saying. Most people that I encounter don't even remind me of myself. You know, oh, you got ADHD, this and that. They said I got bipolar type 2 and PTSD. I believe it, because there's no way that I'm the same as everybody else. Like, my brain just works differently. Oh, thank you, Chosen. 7 Chosen. Appreciate you. You can relate, Jake. You got some mental health stuff. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that, though. It's just like, that's why I'm saying I pace a lot, you know? You got alcohol fetal syndrome. Damn, that was kind of deep. That was one of the more mean troll things I got in a long time. You from Texas? No. Smell that swag is crazy. You mad, Unc? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all, Jimmy. I don't get mad no more. I use this as my ammo. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this. Well, the reason why I keep doing this is because, number one, I want to keep helping to try to put some positive shit into the universe, right? That's the number one thing. I have the avenue to help like a couple people out of the billions that are in the world. That's cool. Number two, I have the opportunity to take what I'm doing and turn it into something for me and my family. I have a friend that showed me the life that he's living, and I'm in the same exact boat as him. One day, very soon, I'm going to have it to where my girl don't even have to go to work if she don't want to. But we will both still go to work, because I'm going to have people working up under me. I'm going to use the money I get from this to run businesses. And I'm going to get houses. I'm going to rent houses, properties. I'm going to start like a studio. Hire like couple people for like security, for secretaries to like run shit. I'm gonna have Loyalty and Shay on the books right here in the chat, my mods. But seriously, this is all realistic because my homie Jay Williams just showed me all his pay stubs, and he's in the middle of doing all those things I just said. That's gonna be me one day, right? So I don't get mad. You guys doing this remind me that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, rode the short bus. Yep, you, your mom, and your cousins were there with me. It's cool because that's me, so I'm not even mad. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta admit you was there too. I'm 35. How old are you? I'm 35. It's not realistic. Yeah, it is. I actually got the proof already because I've already been making money doing it. And then I've already seen their pay stubs. And it is realistic. Because if you know, you know. I just got monetized on YouTube last week. And I've been monetized on Facebook since a long time. So the 2,000 I get a month on Facebook for views started out at $30 a month. I used to get 30 a month, then 70 a month, then 150 a month, then it plateaued at 300 and something a month, and then it went from 300 a month to 2,000 a month for the last 3 months. So if that's not progress, then I don't know what is. And that's not counting the fact that I just got monetized on YouTube last week. See, that's the best part about this right here. It don't matter how old you are. It don't matter what you did. My bad choices in life is what puts me in a position to do this. It's me taking the negative parts of my life and turning it into a positive. No one wants to listen to half the people in this chat that are boring, that ain't got nothing going on because they're online trolling people. They're sitting there taking the time to write negative shit on somebody's chat. But people do want to hear people that look like me and got the same past as me, but turned it into something good. People do want to interact with that. You can look like this and have the past that I got and the reputation I got. If you ask my cousin was just in my chat earlier and said, I'm so proud of you, bro. If these people knew who you was 10, 15 years ago, they wouldn't believe you was the same person. It's 100% true. So because of that, I could take my negative situation, the life I lived, the 7 years in prison, the being a part of a gang for 16 years, all the wrong shit I did my entire life. This is my chance to polish that up and turn it into something great. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have an age limit. What it matters is, are people listening? Do people stop to listen? And they do. Because every day I can't even keep up with my comments and my notifications. I feel bad. I got people trying to get a hold of me and I can't even get back a hold of them because it's so many comments and messages. I can't even find the ones that I want to make sure I respond to. So I got to make videos once in a while letting people know, like, hey, I apologize if you commented or inboxed me and I haven't seen it yet. My phone just goes off nonstop. Sometimes I got to put that shit on silent. It's so overwhelming and stimulating that sometimes I got to put it on silent. But you're over here telling me that it's no chance. Actually, I feel bad to point it out that it's too bad. It's too late for you. So I got 49 people in here watching with 46 likes. It just changed, and you're over here telling me like you think you know anything. But guarantee if the ones that are in there being negative went live right now, you would probably have like 3 people sitting there talking to you because you got to have like a reason. You got to have a story. You got to build a brand. I've done all that. I got my Freedom Visionaries community, Packy Visions TV merchandise, and then I have no filter. I put my entire story out from beginning to end. I started telling my story from 6 years old. My 13-year-old female babysitter took my V card when I was 6 years old. And we did that for 3 years, from age 6 to 9. For 13 to 16 for her. That's where my life story started. And that same year, I had person do a home invasion at my house. So at age 6, I lost my V card and had somebody kick my fucking door off the hinges and look me square in the eyes. And then I had to watch them be arrested by 2 cops, took into jail for 10 years. That's part of my story. I mean, there's people who got trauma, but they don't want to come online and talk about it. I'll come online and talk about it. Yep. Hey, trolls. I think I'm about to make a song for y'all. Trolls in the chat. Trolls in the chat. Look at that. Look at that. Trolls in the chat. Trolls in the chat. Look at that. Look at that. That was crazy. I fucking just killed that shit. Barely tried. Pretty much killed it, so yeah. Well, to the people who weren't trolling, thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. And just know, even though I don't know who you are, because I can't tell through the phone, like, who's who, right? So I can't say in particular, except for maybe a couple names. But if I'm speaking to you, and you know you wasn't trolling me, and I'm speaking to you, just know I wish good blessings to you and your family. I wish good vibes to you and your family. And that I sincerely thank you for rocking with me and not trolling me. The ones who was trolling me, I hope you get a flat tire, you step in dog shit, and stub your toe in the first 30 seconds you open your eyes. And that's just a quick thing before I end this, because I'm about to go lay down with my family. A lot of y'all don't have that and wish they had that. It starts with how you treat others. Stop treating people badly, and then maybe the universe will gravitate good things towards you. I get to go upstairs and lay down in our California king bed with my fiance I've been with for 19 years, engaged for over a year. My 2 daughters that are teenagers are up there laying in the bed with my girl, and I'm not going to complain, because before we know it, these kids are going to be fucking full-grown adults. So I just scoot my ass all the way to the edge by my girl so that my 2 daughters can take up the entire fucking bed, because that's what they do. And then and then our baby's in the crib. So yeah, I'm saying I get to go lay with my 4 ladies and just wish that my son was here. And if you don't have that and you want that, you gotta start trying to, like, be a good person. All the trolls that are being miserable, fucking treat me like shit and I ain't do nothing to you, and you're just jealous because you wish you had that. But yeah, for real, now that I got that out the way, you guys know I use other platforms. Facebook, it's Patrick McCombs, MCCOMBS. TikTok, Packy Visions TV. Instagram, I think it's both for Instagram and Facebook, which is Patrick McCombs and Packy Visions TV. So if you type in that on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, you will find all my accounts. Well, you know, I got one account on each one of those things I just said. So 1800 Rugrat Jack Reaper. Do it already. Trolls are the best. Appreciate y'all though, the ones that wasn't trolling. Thank you for real. Hey, why though? You got bad things coming. It ain't coming from me. I'm telling you. It's coming from God and the universe. I myself am not going to do anything to you. But what is karma. You keep telling me you wish I'll go back to prison. I'm telling you, watch. The God that I love is going to figure out a way to put this universe back on your ass. Watch. Watch. I look like him. Somebody else said something like that. I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Hey, yeah, Jake, I appreciate you. Hey, Tent, you probably ain't got no kids, or if you did, if you do, maybe your wife, since she probably didn't want to be with you, maybe she got the kids. So you're sitting there saying that they're gonna grow up and see I'm a fucking loser. It's crazy that you're sitting there trolling me and bringing my kids into it.
Who?
Some trolls.
Fuck 'em.
I know. I was just coming up there to lay with you guys. Did the baby just wake up? Let me get her. You gotta let me sit down and then you can set her in my lap. I was just telling them I had to go because I was coming up there to lay with you. Hold on. I want to put. Hi, mamas. Oh, damn. Max has to come sit down and make sure everything's okay, huh, Bubba? All right, I'm not putting her on camera because I know that this is like nothing but trolls in here right now. So I don't.
What are you on?
YouTube. There's 46 people watching, but I got 48 likes though. That's pretty good numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But the trolls have been coming on. I had people send. Oh, I had somebody else send money and I didn't even see it. So thank you whoever did that. I literally missed it, so I apologize. I had 141 gifts sent. That's a new thing that YouTube does, like TikToks. And then some people sent $12.30.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
She's wide
right.
awake. Look at her.
You hear her? You hear her, Darvin?
Yeah.
You said her Darvin?
Yeah.
That's not a word, babe.
Darvin, yes.
No, but we made up words for her, huh?
Yeah, I do what I want.
We do what we want. So her Darvin, she said. Not starving. Her dirty. Respect. Hey, put some respect on it, huh? Wait, what? Randy, you got traumas to face, bub. Let the chat build W, the algorithm, it will work out. Randy. Now, was they talking to me or calling somebody Randy? Damn, girl, you need to look, you need to slow down. You just ate a bubba, and then you went to sleep. You wake up, eat another bubba. You need to, you're gonna choke, dude. No.
That's my little piece of blanket.
Hey, she is a character, girl. I love you. She is so funny. I don't want to put her on here, though, because I don't want people to say something that's going to make me want to figure out their IP address.
There's something you can say about a perfect baby, so.
Yeah, I agree. She is fucking perfect. Hey, Randy, you're funny. I completed my parole. What'd you say?
Let me know when you take her.
Okay. Yeah, Randy, I already completed my 3 years parole in 1 year because I did so good. Yes. Yeah, JM. Yep. Yeah, let the chat be the chat. Respect the dad vibes, Cody. I appreciate that, bro. Never fail life. We clowning him. Let the chat be dad. Yeah, they need to get over the prison crap. No, you should never forget when you went to prison. You should use it in a positive light. The people who forget go back to prison. That's what society wants you to do. And that's what the system is designed to do. It's designed to be a cycle of bad and negativity. I broke that cycle, and I know. How old is the baby today? Day after
17
Christmas.
days.
She was our little Christmas present. Girl, you need to breathe. Girl, you are, besides, you know, you're just like a perfect baby. And then outside of that, what I'm going to tell you is her dope dirty and her chugging it, huh?
Yeah.
There really ain't nothing I can say about you. Hey, she's so pretty. Like, I mean, we've seen some good looking kids because we made 4 of them, you know. But I'd have to say this one might take the cake.
They're all.
I mean, our kids are all gorgeous kids, but this one right here needs to be on the front of a fucking... This baby right here could be on like a Gerber commercial. Don't you
They all
think?
could, yeah.
They all look the same. Maybe it's because I haven't seen them in 15, 13, and 11 years since they were that old, right?
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
But as I'm looking at this one right now, I swear she could be on a fucking baby commercial.
Yeah, she definitely could. Definitely could.
Randy Bo Bandy still got some grease on him. Hold on, Turbo.
Let me see how much. She probably got a burp.
Got a burp, baby. Alright, let me set the phone where I can see these comments and then thank you whoever just did that. Thank you. Reagan. You're a solid dude, man. Feeling for him. Thank you, Reagan. I for real appreciate you because I don't like a lot of these people treat me like shit, but I just deal with it. Don't know what it's about. Okay, so my channel is, it's got a couple sides to it. What it's got to it is I'm an advocate for life after lockup people who don't want to go back to prison. So I created Freedom Visionaries, which is freedom from prison, freedom from addiction, and that's why the lock, the clock, and the dove are my emojis. But then I got a podcast that's After Dark, right? So Packy Visions TV is my brand. I got my merch. I got a following of 90,000 people across 4 platforms. It's a community, Freedom Visionaries. But then Visions After Dark or Podcast After Dark is going to be my podcast. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm in the middle of it because I do paranormal and I do true crime too. So what it is I'll go live like this, but for the most part, I do prison content, true crime content, and paranormal content. And, you know, I know this shit's kind of bounced around a lot, but it's working for me. Like, this shit's definitely been working. So, I'm not going to change what's been working.
Bless you.
She said, thank you. Cats, fur babies, I appreciate you, too. It feels good. It really feels good. Yeah, people, Darren's, you motherfuckers are so corny. The internet. Yeah, the internet got too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Never fail life. Why you call me a lustful demon? The hell's that supposed to mean? Freaky music? Turn it off? What music? Damn, they must be schizo hearing things. Ain't nobody got no fucking freaky music, huh? But yeah,
She's just sitting there.
to the person saying, alright, here, babe. She's not burping.
I know, she been doing this.
She eats and doesn't burp.
Yeah, but she has to burp.
Maximus, you're such a good boy.
Bless
Oh,
you.
God bless you.
Bless you.
God bless you. She's not choking, Max. He thinks she is. Here. He thinks she's choking.
Tell me are. Why you
Come
not
here,
like
Max.
her?
Show them your pretty face too, buddy. Oh, him done the good, baby. What, you want me to get you in a headlock? You want me to get you in a headlock? Oh, yeah, you're strong, boy. You strong, boy. I'm so strong. Ah, he nibbles on my ear.
He nibbles on her toes.
What? Don't let him do that to the baby.
It's
I
not
don't-
like I allow it. He does it real quick.
I don't care when he does it to me, but he just nibbled my ear like he...
But she doesn't cry. So
No,
you
it
can't
doesn't
make
hurt.
hard.
It doesn't hurt. I Googled it the one day. It's literally love nibbles. Dogs do that when they're showing affection. You know that?
Yeah, yeah.
They actually do it as a way to show affection. I'm going on the side porch to smoke, and then I'm going to lay down. You hear me? Did you hear that the bird is the word? What, you haven't heard? Have y'all heard? You haven't heard that the bird is the word? Whoever sent that other money, thank you guys. I'm scrolling to the bottom again, so if you send a comment and I missed it, you gotta resend that shit, cause I'm about to lay down and it'd be too long to go through that. Darren, Zap, why though? Y'all all got bad shit happening for sure too. But when that bad situation does happen, I want you to sit there and be like, damn, Packy Visions TV literally told me that I needed to quit being a bad person. I wasn't listening. And now here you are in this situation, whether it's parked on the side of the road with a flat tire, finding yourself in jail for something that you didn't even do, got framed for it, there's no reason. Or maybe you'll run into somebody like me at Walmart and the internet won't be between you. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's not a good look. You're an ass bum, bro? Hey, I've been home for 25 months and I've been unemployed for 6 weeks. So for that joke right there, it's really not that accurate when people say shit like that. Since the first week I got out, I kept a job. Only 4 months of 25 months I didn't have a job, and it was because I was at a temp service and they put me in 2 different places. What happened for 23 months? What do you mean? I just described it. I've been home for 25 months. For like 4 of those months, I didn't have a job. And up until now, it's been 6 weeks that I haven't had a job. Me and my girl are used to both getting good money. We're used to both having really good jobs and getting good money. I agree, cats, but they're probably not going to ever stop. I just got good at like trying to use it against them, or also looking at it in a positive light, like they're pushing your channel, because one way or another they are pushing your channel. Trolls are making your channel engage, you know what I mean? Now, no, you're right, the energy part is bad. When I first came home, I was really like aggressive, and I was legit giving my address, standing out here, right here in front of where I'm at right now, and I would stand here and wait and say my address. They would already say it. So people go, you live at so-and-so on this street. Don't ask me how they got it, but they did. And I'm like, all right, we'll pull up then. And then Monique was like, don't do that, it's childish. That's part of the reason why I got 11 security cameras. And both neighbors on both sides, we all look out for each other because we live in the hood. And my dog can't wait for something like that to happen. My dog's a fucking assassin. He'll sit there and be quiet and wait for somebody. Like, we'll come in and I'll watch the camera and he's sitting like this outside the door. He's not barking. He's not going crazy. He wants you to come in the house. Like, then there's other times that he does bark and go crazy. So I guess it just depends on what he got going on. But my dog and my 11 security cameras was part of the fact that when I first came home, I was being trolled, and I was so aggressive back then that I would want people to pull up. Ever since then, I got thicker skin to the point where now I became used to knowing that's a part of doing this on the internet. Like, back then I hadn't went on no podcasts or nothing. Then I did 6 podcasts, and then I started getting like a following, and people started knowing. You guys might not know who I am. I don't care. That's fine. But I started having people telling me at like the store and shit, hey, I know you. I watch you on Facebook. I'm like, damn, that feels good. I got like 400 messages in my inbox that I ain't read yet. Like, this shit's just really good feeling. So I started learning that this comes with it. People wishing praying on your downfall is a part of you being on the up and up when it comes to the internet shit. I've been hanging out with one of the most famous prison YouTubers for like the last 3 months. I got his phone number. I'm about to be going and kicking it with him here in person. He makes $21,000 a month on YouTube. And he's teaching me everything he knows. He's been showing me all the game. And that's what one day I'm going to be able to give to my family. Fuck the money we make at these jobs that we got. She'll be going back soon, and she has to go in and talk to HR about getting me in with her. And even then, we'll have one of the best jobs in our area. Yeah, it's going to feel good to have them, you know, that decent money and shit. But the money I'm about to get from my family from this right here, that's going to be like pocket change. And then you guys are really going to be hating on me. Yeah, that's cool. Good for you. That's good. I'm happy to hear at least one of these trolls got a job. Because the most... And actually, hold on. So you're a grown man. So if you got a job, then you're a grown man trolling another grown man. I want you to think about that. Most of these people are kids. Most of these people are like fucking in their parents' house in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Don't even got their own crib. You say you got a job, you probably live with your fucking family or some shit. We got this crib from saving up after I first got home. It took us a while. Hey, yeah, cats, I already know, right? Thank you. Every day I have to go like, all right, what can I do today to better my day today? Like, the last couple days of last week, I went to a temp service. I went to another place, put in an app. They gave me an interview. Boom. Now it's a new week. Tomorrow, we're going to do something else as far as that. And if I can't get in with her or at the other job, I'm going to have no choice but to take this $14 an hour job, which is not that good, but I guess I will. But as far as everything else, I just tell myself, what can I do to never go back to wanting to get high? What can I do to help somebody else on the internet today with my content? What can I do to make sure I just don't go backwards? Like, I'm constantly moving forward in my life. That's all I do. No matter what we got going on, I don't let it get us down. These people in the comments, I have never in my 35 years alive, in whatever 10, 15 years I've spent a lot of it on the internet, never have I been the type that would go in somebody's chat and do what these people are doing. I'm just not like that. I'm not. There's two different types of people. There's the trolls and there's the people that get trolled. Just like you got content creators and you got content consumers. Some people are content consumers. Some people are content creators. I get behind the camera and do this. The people in the chat would not get behind the camera to do this. And that don't get to me either. Never fail, whatever. Because that part of the life right there, I'm here to show people that life that you're trying to throw in my face, the gang thing, trying to put whatever on there, that right there, ain't nothing cool about that. It's actually corny that you would even think that was cool enough for you to like bring that up. That shows your weak mindset. Anybody who gets that mad about somebody doing that, they got some readjusting to do. It took me a long time to realize what I was showing allegiance to, what I was getting back out of it. You don't get the same that you put in. You put in a lot and you get some back, but you don't get everything back that you put into that life, to the gang life, to the organization life. You'll never receive what you put into it. So you're not going to offend me there either. Now, I got some of my guys, you said that to, you wouldn't do that in real life, 110%. But, like somebody said earlier, you guys are safe on the internet, so, you know what I'm saying? You still live? I thought you ended it. No, I was about to end it, and my girl came down. and put the baby on my lap. I was feeding her, finishing a cigarette, and then I'm gonna do it. Hey, hey, Kev. I hope you have whatever's wrong with you get a little bit better in your life. Darren, same for you. Never fail, same for you. I hope you all figure out what it is going on that got you wanting to be so negative towards me. I'm happy. I'm gonna be happy no matter what. I'm gonna go to sleep okay. I'm gonna wake up okay. My babies are okay. My woman, my beautiful woman's okay. Everything in my life is okay. But whatever you guys got going on that got you doing this, you gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't believe in God and if you don't try to change while you can now, it's gonna all catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? Darren said, I thought you was just hating on me. I swear I thought you was just trolling the shit out of me. Darren, are you sure? So he shat on you as an ex-felon, holding his hatred towards his pops. What did you mean by that? That's what I was wondering. He never got out. Def not his pops. Def his pops mug. Hey, Darren, what? You was talking to that dude? Made you so much more corny. Darren, you was talking about dude or what? Oh, okay. I think you're right. My bad. You know what? I think I just realized something. Darren, you still in here? Promise. Okay, cool. You're good, bro. Darren, and you know what? I think I know who you are, buddy. And that's cool. I'm pretty sure I know who you are, bud. And that's cool. If it's who you, if you're who I think you are, then I'm even happier to see you in here. Support me. I'm pretty sure I know your dad, bro. Right? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure. What gang are you in? I'm not in a gang. Yeah. I got you, Darren. I believe you. Shit, I appreciate you, bro. Bro, in real life, tell you, find you attractive. What the fuck, Jaden? Man, these comments are getting off the chain, dude. But, Packy Chan, what's good? That's funny. I heard that. Where did I hear that before? Somebody said that to me before. Darren. Wait, hold on. Where'd he go? What'd you get arrested for? Hey, Kev, you was just trolling me a minute ago. I know I'm not tripping. I know you was. I beat up 2 cops that came in my house and snatched me by my neck while I was sleeping. And then another case, I did a robbery. But I was on substances at the time trying to get money. I was desperate. I would never do some shit like that in my new life. Let me see. Darren, do you know what I'm talking about, right? Am I right or wrong? I think you're my homie's son. Tell me, drop the letter if you don't mind. Drop the letter of your dad's first name. Let me see. I got bands as a youngin'. Yeah, see, you glorifying that right there shows that you grew up glorifying the streets. You think this shit's cool. Probably wishing that you had a regular, normal life, but you don't. I've seen it. I already know your type. I went to school with a whole bunch of people like that. I grew up in the hood too. There ain't nothing cool about this shit. There's only a couple endings to this shit. You're gonna end up either in jail or smoked or something crazy like that because you think that's cool. You're glorifying having bands as a youngin'. Oh man, it's all about having bands as a youngin'. But you ain't go to work to get that. You're gonna do that illegally and think that shit's cool. It's gonna catch up. And you're gonna do life on the installment plan. 2 years here, 3 years here, 5 years here. Ain't nothing cool about that. Darren, let me see where you at. I want to see if you... Oh, okay, Darren. That's cool, but no, my bad, bro. I thought you was my homie's son, which would have been a K, but it's because he got the same name. You know what I'm saying? His last name, and then his son's Darren. So I thought you was my homie's son, but no, it's all good. Dude just typed every letter. Yeah, that's Kev. But I saw you, Darren. You put a R. No, I thought it was gonna be a K. Got you. Yeah, see, look how mad Never Fail is. He's sitting there so pissed off over a YouTube thing because he's mad. Now, you could go get live on yourself and do this, but nope, not everybody could get live and do this. This has been my side hustle. It's only became, for the last 6 weeks, my only form of income. Kev, I thought you was in here earlier trolling me. I swear I did, but maybe it was a different Kev something. I don't, Sean, hey, everybody's always asking me that. I don't do that. I used to be GD, but I'm not no more. I'm off count. Growth and development. I'm white folks, but I don't do that no more. I took my 2v1, got a crack rib, a concussion. I did that for 60 seconds. I got that put off me so that I could do this, so that I could put this new life in front of me. And what's crazy is a whole bunch of the guys took me off to the side later on down the line and said they wanted to do the same thing after watching me do it. So you know what that made me realize? That I was a leader and everyone else was being followers. Everyone else was sick of the way things was in their life, being told what to do by somebody else and showing allegiance to something that doesn't give it to you all the way back. Now, everybody's different. Every situation's different. Every group of the guys is different. I had good experiences and I had bad experiences at different places in my life. But I also had people sitting there telling me they seen how much more simple my life got once I did that. And that they also wanted to do that, but they was afraid to let everybody know as a whole. I can't tell you how many times I heard that. No. What are you talking about? No. Everything is black. What are you talking about? At Lebanon, a 2v1 was one of the brackets of violations. There was multiple ways to get violated, but in that, the higher it got, that was one of them. Yeah, that's your opinion. You here fucking around, Kev? Alright. No, I don't want to be GD. I don't want to be. So you can say that. You're good. Yeah, you know I know how to cut off converters. I did that shit before. Hey, I used to get, see what he was talking about? I used to get violated like all the time for all the craziest shit. And they wasn't doing it to everybody, but they was only picking and choosing who they wanted to give the V's to. So I didn't like that. I felt like I was being targeted for all the most pettiest shit. It's laws and policies supposed to be set in you know, place for certain reasons. Other people would get away with shit, not me. They would it felt like I was being singled out. I didn't like that. And you know what? I'm 35. I started doing that when I was 15. They call it coming home. You know, I did that when I was 15. So 16 years of my life from the day that I chose to say I'm done. What would I be like in 4 more years? When I turn 36 in March, that means in 4 more years I'll be 40. Talking about what gang you in? What organization you in? Oh, yeah, this, that. No, I'm not doing that. I don't even want to be considered an OG. I don't even want to be none of that. People already call me Unc and I'm 35. Like, that's just something you do in your teenage years, your 20s, and then in your 30s, you start figuring out when you're going to go off count. That's just how that goes. It's actually part of why it's called growth and development. That's why we're different than all other organizations. Thank you, Cats. Yeah, I see you ain't been trying to, you've been cool in here the whole time. Nell, come to Seattle. He said I got to chill, do a meet and greet. Shit, I'm going to be doing one in Ohio. Eventually. No, I appreciate you, though. But I don't even leave my area at all for reasons that I want to, and I don't even leave my area. Hey, you're wrong, never. I did that, never fail. I did that 2 years to the door. So, that's inaccurate. I went home from prison off count. I walked the same halls and seen the same guys numerous times way after being off count. And that's when people would pull up on me and be like, bro, I already know why you did what you did, bro. I'm to the point where I kind of want to do what you did. And I'm like, do it. And they never had the ball to do it because that life brainwashes you. You get trapped in that life. You got to quit being a follower and be a leader. It's called 10 toes down. Yeah, Darren. No, yeah, no problem. 21. Yeah, bro, because it's like, shit, why would you really want to do that? Hey, never fail. Who you rep? Like, who you run with? Who's your people? I'm trying to know what you banged in since you know so much about it. Yeah, Darren, this shit is crazy. He just got some photo of somebody, but I don't know if that's him or what. Never even heard of that. 1400 cess trays. I don't know what the hell that is. So we're from two completely different worlds. Yeah. No, I got them all on. Did you say your other gold chain? No, I gave one to my daughter. Is that the one you're talking about? Fuck the streets, bro. Cody, hey, my homie just made a song. Guess what? One of my folks' brothers. Black dude. Nanny Man from my city. GD. Guess what? He just made a song called Fuck the Streets. You can find it. It's on my channel. It's on my content. If you scroll back about shit, like 30, 40 video. I don't know. But it starts, you'll literally see the music video of him locking up, doing our handshake with one of the other guys. And he's doing his thing. And you see our homie LX in the joint in Lake Erie on the phone, which I was with them at Lake Erie. He's seen some of the shit I went through at Lake Erie. He literally, and at the end, you'll hear me do a stitch talking about, I had to share his video, put it out there because I got this platform. He's trying to be a rapper. And that song that he did turned out way better than I thought it would have. Yup, it's called Fuck the Streets. And it's by, his name's Nanny Man, but on the internet, it's one of them's called Only Us, Never Them. It's like his Facebook. That's just his Facebook and shit. Super Mario Bros. Yeah, if I'm out that way, I'll remember that. I'll make a video and be like, hey, I'm out in Seattle, whoever the fuck said that last time. I just don't see myself really. I appreciate you, though, but it's been hard for me to even get any reason to be out of Ohio. I got so many reasons I'm supposed to be leaving. Yeah, Cats, I was going to ask one of y'all to go see if that's a real account or if it's a troll account. The person that was saying all that crazy shit. And you said people don't go live in this and that. It's not easy. Like, there's days that I get on here, I don't even want to get on here. I don't want all these people looking at me. Like, right now, there's 32 people. But last week I had 100 and something. Let's say right now I'm in a room and I got 32 people just staring at me in the room. How do you think that would feel? Like, and just to be in the room talking, I'm the only one talking, and I got 32 people are just standing there looking at me. None of them are saying anything. Well, I guess they would be saying shit because you guys are saying shit in the comments, but put that in perspective, like, you know, and just knowing that my numbers combined to 90,000 means that many people have the chance to see us. I'm talking about 38 on my Facebook account, 23 on my girl's Facebook account, which is my old Facebook account we shared. She took over. That's 50 something. 19 on TikTok, 11.4 on YouTube, 2 on IG, 2 on my backup TikTok. If you combine that together, that's 90,000 people. So at any given time, let's just say only 50 of those 90 are actually seeing your videos. That's a fucking shit ton of people looking at me and my life. Like, I'm up under a microscope. Me and my family have our fucking life up under a microscope. That's crazy when you think about it and break it down like that. We've been through a lot, and I'm far from the streets. Cody, who is that? I'm trying to think if that's who I think that is. Somebody else. Why would I need to go back to prison? That's corny ass shit to even think like that. Nell, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, damn. See what I'm saying, y'all? How you never know who's talking to who. See, I didn't know if they was like a real supporter or somebody that's cool that watches us talk about if you ever in Seattle, this and that. And now all of a sudden they're talking about, are you into older men? You really got to watch who you're talking to on the internet. Must check it out. Babe, you trying to go lay down? Dude, I'm your fucking angel. Okay, okay. No, 30 ain't shit. You're right, 34. No, I'm talking about in general, people get on here. Some people don't want to get on here and even see 10 people watching them, 5 people watching them. It's none. It don't matter how many. It's are you going to take the time to actually get on and click record? When we end this live, let's all go watch Nell's live. Nell 7933. So they should, and him and Never Fail or whatever his name was. The dude that had all that shit that he felt to say about me. So we're going to leave here and we're going to go over to both of their pages. Never Fails Life and Nell 7933. So we got 2 options of people's lives that we're going to go check out. Right when mine ends, they each got 60 seconds to start their live. And we're going to go see and prove what I'm saying about how not everybody's built to go live. All right, because I'm about to end this. So who's all going to go check it out? Oh, hell no. He's like, no, he's more or less saying now he ain't trolling me, but I see where he's going with this. I'm going to go in the lay in the bed with my woman that I love dearly. I don't judge people for their lifestyle choices for shit like that, but I also don't want to be around it. You feel me? But anybody who supports us, we appreciate you. So that's just not my thing. It doesn't affect me if it's your thing. It doesn't affect me at all, so I could care less. But I want everybody to check out. I just said the opposite of that before you even said that. You guys heard what I said before this right here. I support you, but why the hate? I'm not even going to say it because the algorithm doesn't like stuff like that. But you guys heard me say that before he even sent that. That I literally said it's none of my business what other people do. I'm just not worried about that. You know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff like that in prison going on around me in prison. And inside there, you're pretty much forced to be around that. You know what I mean? Even if it makes you uncomfortable, it is what it is. You're in prison. You put yourself in prison. But I don't care what you do, man. It ain't none of my business. Let me see. All right, so everybody, I'm about to go lay it down. I play guitar. I'm always live. You do, Kev? Never fails about to go live as soon as we end this, so. Yeah, never. That's not very accepting from someone who went to prison and experienced that. What do you mean? I'm just saying, you just said it to me, directed at me. I was more or less saying, you know, that I got my woman, and that's what I'm into. So that's what I was saying. Like, if I watched somebody and I wanted to support them, but I knew what they were into versus what, you know, if that's what you're into, I almost kind of feel like it's somewhat disrespectful. But I'm not tripping on you about it. I'm just simply saying I think we're both looking at it in a different light is what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. You say you wasn't trying to be disrespectful. But you were like, from an older gay man
I
to
don't have
you,
many.
something. Yeah, I know, me neither. I'm about to, where's my vape? I smoked my last cigarette. I don't even want to go up. Is she sleeping? Kinda not. Are we gonna go lay down, or you want me to just put on a movie, or what?
Yeah, I'm laying down here.
Okay, I'm gonna just put on a movie down here. Then. I guess we're about to lounge on the couch and just watch a movie, y'all. But yeah, everybody who wasn't trolling me, thank you guys for hanging out and rocking with us. Lancaster. You in Lancaster, Sean? I was at Lancaster Prison. What time is it here? It's 4:11 in the morning. Yeah, I was at Lancaster. Don't Be a Menace to South Central. That was the shit. Yeah, that is a good movie. That is a good movie. We love you here in Seattle. Grown ass Goofy. How old are you, Never Fail? 4'11" there too. Nail. And I thought you was trolling me, but no, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you and your life choices and shit. Sean said, "Hey, Sean, did you know we had one of our guys named he just OD'd though, and he was one of the ones that was always violating me because he was our enforcer. So every time we would have something crazy happen, they would make him and Mike G from Columbus do it, the physical violations, because it always had to be one white dude and one black dude to keep their reflection, they call it, which was an open reflection law. But like Mike G was one who was sketchy as fuck because he all he did was worked out, had long dreads. He was from Columbus, black dude, probably like 6'3", big ass stocky dude. He was our one enforcer, and then Yuckmouth, which name was Jordan Snyder, was the white enforcer. He was like built sloppy and shit, didn't work out, he's out of shape, but he liked to fight and he was fearless. So he, you know, he earned that spot. But they were polar opposite, like night and day as far as like body structure, but they both had hands. So it didn't matter. Well, he's from Lancaster, is what I'm saying, but I heard he just died. I got paperwork with me and him right here of fighting after everything had took place. Me and him had a disagreement, and we went in the bathroom months after I went off count, like months and months. We had an disagreement at Lancaster. We went in the bathroom at Recreation, and we got into it. But me and him was in there fighting one-on-one, and I split him, and I got him behind a toilet and was just upping him. And someone yelled in what was happening. So 2-6 ran in and kicked me in my back, and then I kind of fell forward, and I finally jumped back to my feet, and we all just straight started trading punches right there, all three of us. I was just throwing windmills. I didn't know. All I knew was that anybody right there close to me needed to be punched because it was me versus them, and I knew that. So I was just throwing windmills in both directions. But they were jumping me, And when it was all said and done, the cops ran in. Everybody ran out. They chased the wrong people out. I tried to put my shirt back on, but I put my shirt on backwards to where I had a tag showing right here. And I was all out of breath. And when I walked outside, they had already built a wall around Recreation trying to keep people from leaving. And they were checking everybody's hands and checking to see if people had red marks or out of breath. Well, here I am all out of breath, and I got this fucking tag right here. So he knew it was a wrap. But I got the paperwork in this box over here. It says inmate McCombs, inmate Snyder, and inmate Reek were all three witnessed exchanging closed hand fists. All three inmates were striking each other at the same time. We made threats for OC spray. Inmates stop resisting, something like that. I can't remember. And transfer to whatever. But so that's an example too. That was months later. Like, that's me fighting two other GDs. Well, one was GD and one was 2-6, which is Dark Side from Chicago, but it's still folks, so it don't matter. It's Latin folks. Same thing, same exact, pretty much same thing. That's me fighting two of our guys at the same time, months after I already put that life behind me. And that's just like one small example. I went through a lot of shit before, during, and after that part of my life. So when people say the things they say to me, I've already went through all that. Like, there ain't nothing you can say or do that's going to change anything. The way I feel about my new life, being better than my old one. The fuck y'all talking about? Hold on.
Can you get me her binky
In
in
Ireland, handicap, dickhead, disability. Oh, you from Ireland? What'd you say, babe?
there? Will you grab me her binky in there?
Where's it at?
In the bassinet in here?
Kev. You can see me through the darkness. It's in the bassinet.
Yeah, in here.
In here? Where'd it go? She got like different kinds. I seen that. So
I don't
many
think she
different
wants
kinds.
this one. No, there's stuff on this one.
What is it?
Here.
And what one? I'm gonna go rinse
There's
this
one
one.
in there.
Right here. I'm gonna go clean this one. Why is it in there then? Oh, I probably got it on there. In there.
This is all there is in there?
I would have to hit the light to see.
I need this.
This one?
She might take this one.
Try this
She's
one.
good, she's good.
You sure? You just started, bro? What are they talking about? Jack Reaper. Oh, they talking about dude just started. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're talking about dude who was trying to fucking dog on me. Now, one thing I noticed is people that are trying to be upcoming with shit will automatically see who's doing good and being successful and try to attach themselves to that person. It's called clout chasing. So any other content creators or like they just said that he's trying to make rap, he's trying to make music, whatever the case may be. Maybe that's why he's doing this. You know what I'm saying? Attacking me. He wants to be known as somebody who's beefing with me and try to get his algorithm attached. I don't know. I had it happening on Facebook too. What's crazy, people do that. All they got to do is try to be cool with me and ask me nicely and say, hey, I'm trying to do this. Do you think you could get me on one of the fucking 6 famous podcasts you've been on? And I'll be like, yeah, how you think I got this shit started myself? By doing the 6 famous podcasts. So if somebody else wants to try to do that and get help, doing this shit right here is definitely not the way to do it. I didn't just wake up, do this, and that was it. I went on all those different podcasts and got 1,000 here, 5,000 here, 8,000 here, 12,000 here. each one added up to the 90,000 it's at now. And definitely not a way to do it is by trolling. You ain't gonna get yourself nowhere like that. Matthew, what did he say? Woodchuck tree. Was you in a max joint? I was in one below a max, close security. See, here in Ohio, we got level 1 camp, level 2 open dorm, level 3 close security, level 4 max, level 5 super max. Max and super max is pretty much the same, 4 and 5. But I was in where level 3s is considered the hardest joints in Ohio, because level 3s is the toughest, all wide open. Level 4s -5, they only come out for an hour a day. That's not that dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody there's fucked up, but for 23 hours a day, you're in a cage. For 1 hour, you come out and you go into another cage. How dangerous is that? You see what I'm saying? That's not dangerous at all, because you're always separated from everybody. But in the level 3 I was at, it was disciplinary. So they put everybody under one roof in Lebanon, the worst of the worst. Everybody in Ohio that got in trouble at the prisons they were at, they got sent to Lebanon to do the year disciplinary program. And most of them got stuck staying there even longer. It's gangland. It's the worst people in the Ohio prison system mashed under one building. So close security level 3 is way worse than max and where I'm at. Def got that Hep C. I actually do got that shit. You probably got that shit too. Anybody that gets tattoos in the joint probably got it, and anybody who ever shot dope probably got it. You too, Kev. Hey, but the difference between me and you said that and I admitted it that fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You guys don't know who I am and the type of person I am. There's a difference why I'm on this type of on the camera and you guys are trolling me. Big difference. Level 3 gladiator. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Disciplinary segregation. That's not what it is in Ohio. Where you at, Matthew? What state are you in? Disseg. No, anybody who loved living in a cage is a different breed. Fuck that shit. I didn't like. Yeah, I hated everything about prison. Disseg. No, that's so level 3 is different. I've never heard of disciplinary segregation, but I'm sure there's something like that. But for us, disciplinary is Lebanon. But you can also be a level 3 and not be disciplinary. You see what I'm saying? So you could get sent to a level 3 close security that's just like a wide open level 3, but it's a cell block. Level 3 in Ohio is always going to be a cell block. Level 1s and 2s is always going to be an open dorm. So that's the good thing about it, is now you got a cell. You know, you're only living with one other person instead of hundreds in a room. But when it comes down to Lebanon, like I was describing, that's why they march you around everywhere. There's tape on the ground. You have to follow that tape. They're going to march you to chow. They're going to make you rush and eat and then tell you get up and get your fucking dumbass back to the cell. Like, that's how they treat you 24/7, because it's a disciplinary spot. So the point of the prison, from the moment you get off the bus, they look at you like a fuck up and a troublemaker because you couldn't hang at the last prison. You got in so much trouble. You were overly hanging at the last prison, actually. It's to the point where you got in so much trouble that you couldn't cut it as far as the rules and the laws, and they don't like you as soon as you get there because they look at you like a troublemaker. And the first thing they do is fucking scream and yell and tell you to fucking, yeah, you get the idea. I was trying to see where Matt was at. I want to know if it's the same or what. Ghost Samurai. School me. Gladiator, school me. Hawaii. Oh, you from Hawaii? Shit, okay. Saw you on Jay Williams. Hell of a story, bro. All right, I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Underground. Shelve it. Underground. That's what's up. Thank you. I was just talking about that earlier that I did 6 podcasts. That one was hands down my favorite one. And being in contact with him since then has been like the coolest part of this process. I just talked to him 2 days ago. I'll probably call him today. But he called me last. The last time we talked, he called me. And, you know, I try to act like it ain't cool. Like, this shit don't make me feel, you know, really cool. I'll play it off. But really deep down, he don't know how humble that shit makes me feel. Knowing that one of the most household names in the prison YouTubers, you know, on the famous dudes, is calling to check on me and shit, you know? And he's schooling me and he tells me do this, don't do that. He helped me set up my monetization. Like, bro had me put on a screen share, get on a phone, and actually help me understand how to plug in the shit because I couldn't figure it out. He pretty much helped get me monetized. That was pretty cool on his part. Sure, brother, you don't know. See, Alexander, somebody probably should check your computer. The first thing that you're doing is coming in here talking about that. Projecting onto me, somebody needs to definitely check your computer. I was in jail for assault on a police officer. They came in my room, tried to wake me up, and we crashed my whole fucking house, the back room and the hallway up to the kitchen. That was one charge and 2v1, and then a fucking robbery at a store. But they gave me 6 years, 9 months, and combined it together. I make law enforcement shit. So he was GBI officer, Georgia Bureau. Damn, for real. Cat. Hey, you could tell. Sometimes I could just tell people the way that they're like saying it through the thing. That was funny. The way you said you got him there, Kev, with the Hep C. He doesn't give a shit admitting that. Hashtag respect. It was just the way I read it. Like you were being serious, but it became off like funny. I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I used to shoot dope. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. I like my privacy. I'll stay away from G's like you. What's that supposed to mean, Cody? I like fighting. I wouldn't trust you as far as I could toss you. See what I mean about not trusting people in the chat? Earlier, Cody was being cool, and now he's trolling us. Matthew, you seem cool, dog. Yeah, I was thinking that about you. That's why I was asking where you was at. I like Tardos. Greasy Draws. Yeah, that name, your cousin, is exactly why you got the name Greasy Draws. So shout out to you, not shout out to your cousin Dixon. We're going to say shout out to Greasy Draws. And it's because of Dixon is why you got Greasy Draws. We put 2 and 2 together. So let's get this fade, catch a fair one. Yeah, everybody's always saying that. Government funds. The last person I tried to go do that with called the cops on me about 4 months ago. Tattoo Cody down the street from me. But we ain't been beefing no more. But I've been trying to put that shit behind us with the drama. But yeah, the first thing that he did was said that he's a civilian now, and he tried to get the cops. Well, he threatened to get the cops. I ain't gonna say he did because he didn't. He threatened to do it, and that shit kind of spooked me a little bit. Yeah. Waiting for the methadone clinic to open. No, I got my Suboxone in the other room. Something like methadone. Yeah, No, I don't read slow as hell because I can't read. I can read fast. Look, thank you. I saw through the bill. Do you have Cash App? I can request. Getting off dope is hard road. Get off that trash. It took 10 years. I'm talking about my man's win. See what I'm saying? You're right, though. I've seen it. Said hi. Green light. How I could help my family if I can. See what I'm saying? People in my chat trying to ask for money now. I'm just proving to you that I can read fast. You know what I'm saying? You don't never know who's on the other side of these comments too. Like it's some dude sitting there by himself smoking rocks talking about I need help for my family. At least the times that I've came on here, like I would look straight in the camera and tell you this is what's going on in my life. It sucks, but this is what's going on right now. And you see what's going on because I'm telling you what's going on. I never respected it when people try to do that and you don't even know who you're talking to. You don't even know who you're sending money to. You don't see no genuine whatever behind it because they're not showing you on a camera. I just can never get with that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I tried signing up for that redneck brawl shit. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like to watch that? I tried signing up for that, and then I had a couple people that I was gonna possibly fight. The one at the old Juliet prison, but I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that at the moment. I'm waiting to get to the bottom of that and figure it out. But I think that would be some fire ass content because you got people that troll me would want to see me go in there and get my ass kicked, and then you got people like me not giving a fuck what happens because I just want the attention from my channel. So yeah, would you guys like that? Let me see. Yeah, that would be cool, huh? I'm here for the ones who want to know. Don't trust me, kids. Yeah, I'm confused about Cody. I don't know if he's fucking with us or trolling or what. He's a messer, just fucking around. Probably. Really, Cat? Damn. Alicia Clay, damn, you make number 14 for the person who's made an account for me. That's fire, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you're good, AJ. Shit, I didn't even see you in the chat before. Thank you, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. Catch you later, brother. Heading off. Hope life treats you well. It's hard out here. God bless you and your family. Thank you, bro. You too. God bless you and your family. Appreciate them kind words. For real. Alicia Clay, you took a photo of me and created a new fake account. I'm hoping maybe you should get some type of mental health assessment here soon. Let me see. That's why they are content creators. A sucker born every day. You got content creators and you got content consumers. D down saying that must mean that they're a content consumer. A lot of people get mad when they see people winning doing shit like this, and the fact that he's at 4:30 in the morning consuming my content but still commenting something like that cements what I'm saying. So we appreciate you for proving that. Hillary, an actual person and not another stupid math problem. Hillary, I didn't know if you were being serious or what. You been watching my podcast for a year, bro? For real? Hell yeah, okay. Cat's fur, baby. Yeah, that's a great motivation. I boxed for years, training 3 times a week, gym 4 times a week, and took 10K runs. Damn. See, that's what it all boils down to is the wind, having your wind. And I'm sure you probably don't smoke either, right? You got to not smoke when you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you still on here? Yeah, I'm still, I see you never fail. He came back. Yeah, I ain't on here. I don't know how and why I'm still on here. My girls never went to fucking sleep. So I was waiting on her to go upstairs. I've been wanting to get my watch hours up over here. So part of me doing this is actually like every minute I say I'm gonna hang up, but I'm not because it kind of like, and I made $12 sitting on here, and I got 145 gifts, whatever that is. I'm sure it goes towards it. 62 likes. That's pretty cool, you know, my engagement. So it'll add up. The watch hours adds up. You know what I mean? Yeah, your addicted personality into a positive. I'm trying to use it with this. You know what I'm saying? Big King on Periscope. Oh, for real? I was supposed to fight Big King on Periscope streaming app 10 years ago. He got scared and started dark streaming and cybersecurity disabled my... Go Samurai. Are you like a content creator or something? What made you mention that? And I'm only curious to say that because I had some people send me him and was showing me who he was, right? Chill out. Sometimes I do chill out, regret face tats, but it also makes me who I am to stand out and be different. But there are days that I'll be like, should I get this laser removed? But anyways, I'm curious because someone sent me him and was like, look at this dude and how all he does is brags about his money. Was starting shit with like Y-Eazy, and which Y-Eazy tried starting shit with me just because he wants to stay relevant. Crazy as fuck. That dude always crashes out on people. And he had no reason, but he come in my chat and called me a peon and tried to start shit with me just because he has nothing relevant to talk about. But him and Big King talked to each other. Big King was beefing with the Island Boys. He was beefing with Y-Eazy and all this shit. But as I'm sitting there watching, I'm sitting there thinking, that is an online persona. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, this Big King dude is a perfect example of how people could come online and say, today I'm going to be this person. And I'm going to put on this mask and I'm just going to run with it. And before you know it, people are going to forget who I was before because now I'm going to be this guy. I'm going to be Big King. And then they're going to do this and do that, make money doing what they're doing. And they're going to start living like a different lifestyle, flashy lifestyle, whatever the case may be. But if you know, you know. Anybody who's from the hood, anybody who's been around people who are really like that, like real fucking, not no internet shit, real shit, you could tell that, you know, people create fake personas. Me too. I gotta go lay down too, bro. And I only say that about Big King because I tried to talk to him in the chat and he was ignorant as fuck to me. Anytime I try to reach out to people, right? Big King open for Outcast. Yeah, you're good. Hey, later, cats. Everybody, I appreciate you all hanging out with me this long. Thank you. I tried to talk to Big King that day to try to get to know who he was because I was going to try to get to interview him even though I know he wouldn't have did it because I'm on a lower level. He just was super cocky, bro. I don't do that to people. If people come to my chat and wanted to hop on there, I would do it. But he just was like super cocky. So from that day, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to ever be like this dude. That's what I was thinking. I was like, God, please don't ever let me be like this dude. Plus, I seen him talking shit to the one dude that I liked watching. Can't remember his name. But all right, y'all. I have to go lay down, for real. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for a minute. Yeah, y'all don't know who he is? Exactly. Alright, Ghost Samurai's back, and that's who I was talking about. I don't know what the hell Periscope is, but I fold humans into. That's crazy. Hey, I believe you, though. You sound pretty confident. Shit. I'm curious to look into Periscope, and I'm guessing that has something to do with him becoming a content creator, huh? Like, he did that before, and then now he is where he is because of TikTok, YouTube, whatever. That was like the start to his content creator days, it sounds like. I don't know. Periscope Records? I was wondering that too, but he's talking about Periscope something. I think it was an app. It sounds like a fucking app. Maybe he was a rapper or some shit, Periscope. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I gotta go to bed. I've been saying it for fucking hours. If you guys want to stay in contact with me, you have to leave a comment. And no, I'm not just saying that. There is no way for me to follow none of you right now. There's no way for me to click on none of your channels right now. You can't do any of that. I don't know why YouTube has this shit set up. As soon as I end this, I have no way of seeing anybody who was just in my chat unless you come drop a comment on one of my recent videos, because then it's right there and I can click on it and go to your channel. All right. Everybody stay safe, stay free, stay blessed. Come find me tomorrow on this app or on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Good night. Stay safe.